It is our midweek offering, a Wednesday, May 28th, inside the Phil Oil Center here in San Juan. It is the second to the last day of our elimination round here in your NCAA Season 100 Women's Volleyball Tournament. And as per usual, we have a doubleheader for you guys, starting off the action with a battle of Intramuros. Mapua versus Letran. Both teams in the Final Four already, squaring off in the first game. And then afterwards, two teams, San Beda and Perpetual, will face off each other for the last time this season. Mga kapuso, nagpapasalamat po kami sa inyong panonood. We have a crucial matchup here in our first game. Thank you so much for tuning in via Heart of Asia. Nandyan din tayo online, NCAA Philippines on YouTube and on Facebook. Siyempre, nandyan din tayo sa GMA Sports PH on X and Facebook. Hello, everybody, and good morning. My name is Martin Javier. We thank you for joining us today on a Wednesday here in the NCAA. Today, I'm working alongside Coach Hammer Martin Antonio here in the broadcast. Coach, Mapua, Letran, alam mo na, fireworks.
Exactly, dahil nga, alam mo Martin, maaga pa to papunta sa Final Four, and there are still implications of this game. Mamaya makikita natin on our team standings, yung seedings, kung paano maapektuhan ng larong ito.
That's right. Pero pakilala muna natin ang kukumpleto sa ating crew. Nandito si Kayla Afable to bring us the stories from our players and coaches. It is vital for us to learn how they prepared in this game because I'm quite sure they are treating this as a Final Four game.
Oh, definitely. Pwede itong maging springboard papunta sa finals nila. We would see our team standings right now. Clearly, pasok na ang Mapua Lady Cardinals with their run here in the second round. Maganda yung itinakbo nila rito. Maganda ang first round nila. Second round, it started a little bit fluky, but nakabawi sila towards this mid-part. Okay, ngayon if they win, they might have an advantage. They would be at number 3. Makakatapat nila ang Letran Lady Knights. If they lose, Letran might be at number 2, might be at number 1. There are a lot of factors that we would be discussing in-game. Pero ang makakatapat nila, most probably, the Benil Lady Blazers. So, mamimili sila ng kalaban ngayon, which is a hard choice. It's a very hard choice. Would you rather play Letran or the Benil Lady Blazers? And ang Letran naman, they want to take care of business para meron silang chance at the number 1 spot.
That's right. Unang paghaharap nitong dalawang teams natin was way back February 27 in your home court, San Beda.
Yep.
Nanalo ang Letran in 4 sets. And yun yung start ng magandang tampe ng Letran dito sa Season 100.
Oh yeah, definitely. Letran has been really doing a lot of damage the past 2 years. They were the finalists last season, first season under Coach Oliver. And then now, sustained dahil mas malakas silang team, pumasok na yung mga recruits nila. Nakikita natin, attacks plus 21. Diyan pa lang, dehado na agad. Kasi kung titignan mo yung total points, 20 lang yun lamang. Yun yung nagbigay talaga ng advantage ito sa Letran Lady Knights dahil that is the strength of their squad. They are an attacking team that has a very good setter in Nat Estrelero.
That's right. Letran, of course, dominating the competition so far here in the second round. Balikan muna natin yung nangyari dito sa Mapua Lady Cardinals. They saw their 4-game winning streak get snapped on the hands of the defending champions, Coach.
Yep, they had a chance to take care of business in set number 2 and set number 3. Going into the technical timeout, meron silang hawak na mga lamang. It's in the first and the second technical timeout. I think we did this game, Mart, tayong dalawa rin yata. O kami ni Anton. Okay. Lamang sila, papunta sa technical timeout. And even in the third set, they were about to close out the set.
Yeah.
Pero nag-run sa dulo ang the Benil Lady Blazers. But at the end of the day, next play, ganun lang naman yan. You lost in straight sets, but it doesn't mean na natalo ka dahil inimpose ng Benil yung lakas nila, but that's a lot of errors coming from them. So yun yung nakikita natin na development that even if Benil is strong, they are beatable, but you have to bring your A-game.
Yeah. Ito naman yung pangkagalingan ng Letran Lady Knights, a good bounce-back performance after losing against the Benil Lady Blazers previously. Right before this match, they beat JRU, who was actually on a 2-game winning streak. That time, eto, dinispad siya ng Letran ng JRU.
Clear in broad daylight kung ano ang ginagawa ng Letran Lady Knights. Attacking team. Plus 30 when it comes to kills. Yan, sa spike yan, 51-21. Yun lang yung naging spread. Again, babalikan natin, 29 points yun lamang nila in 3 sets. So, yun yung nagbigay sa kanila ng panalo.
They have 2 players in the top 5 right now in terms of scoring. 2 players in the top 3. Number 1, Vanessa Sari, our super rookie. And Judel Netura,
Ay, rookie pala
not
siya.
far behind. Oo nga.
Rookie pala siya. Hindi ko napansin.
And Judel Netura not far behind at number 3. Magandang bakbakan ito mga kapuso ngayong umaga. Lady Cardinals versus the Lady Knights. Pakinggan na natin ang ating Coliseum announcer to introduce our players.
At GMA News TV International at may live streaming pa sa gmanetwork.com, NCAA Philippines website, YouTube at Facebook with NCAA updates, highlights, and results on GMA Integrated News. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the NCAA Season 100 Women's Volleyball Tournament hosted by Arellano University. About to begin is match number 88, the Mapua Lady Cardinals versus the Letran Lady Knights. Presenting the game officials for this match, our first referee, Mr. Antonio Espartero. Second referee, Mr. Larry Escorial. And here are the starting lineups. First for the Mapua Lady Cardinals, beginning with team captain number 3, Therese Manalo. At number 1, Grace Cabadin. Number 2, Raisa Rica Blanca. At number 4, Freya Garcia. Number 7, Jem Gafica. And number 11, Nicole Ong. Starting libero, number 6, Princess Remustes. Head coach, Mr. Clarence Esteban. And now for the Letran Lady Knights. Number 1, Juliel Itura. At number 3, Royce de la Cruz. Number 4, Marjorie Napal. At number 7, Arian Martin. Wearing jersey number 10, Natalie Estrelier. And number 15, Vanessa Sari. Team captain and starting libero, number 19, Lara May Silva. Head coach, Mr. Oliver Almadro.
Time to meet the starters from both sides. Usual faces for the Lady Cardinals here, led by the lefty spiker, itong si Raisa Rica Blanca, and their number 2 scorer who has been rolling right now in Season 100, Freyan Garcia. And of course, their much improved setter this season, si Jem Gavica. Puntahan natin ang Letran Lady Knights, and this is also the usual suspects for Coach Oliver Almadro. Of course, nandyan Judel Netura, super rookie Vanessa Sari. Yen Martin will get the start today, so we'll see Gia Makilang come off the bench for Letran. We'll see how this one will pan out. Estrelier as the setter, Lara May Silva, the runaway number 1 libero of the league. Number 1 in digging and in receiving, of course, in the starting unit.
Parang grave digger. Opening lots all over the Taraflex.
Yeah. This could be a Final Four preview. You know, yesterday, Arellano got the job done. Wasn't easy against LPU, but won in 5 sets.
Tough out. Always a tough out on LPU.
They got the 12th win. So it's now Mapua's turn to respond today against one of the best teams in the league. Here we go. Vanessa Sari. This is our first rally of the match. Judel Netura. That one went straight to the tape of the net. So Mapua gets the first point.
Attack error for Letran. A handful of aggressive attacks para rin dito sa Mapua. So, titignan natin yung quality ng first ball ng Mapua kasi they were having a hard time against Binil. Well, everybody's having a hard time getting a first ball against the Binil Lady Blazers. Pero ang kaibahan nito, ito super aggressive ng team ng Letran.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to bring that one up because Mapua, that's their biggest flaw this season. Their reception. They're dead last when it comes to receiving, as we see. Freya Garcia barreled that one through. Letran on the other side, they're the number 1 serving team in the league. So, yeah, we'll see if that will manifest today.
Exactly. Yeah. Contrast. And with as we mentioned, si Lara Silva kasi, parang automatic maganda yung first ball mo. Kasi she can cover the back end. So nakakalaro sila ng thirds na depensa. Instead of just covering front and the front side and the back side, dahil magaling yung libero nila, they can cut the floor into thirds. Your middles, and then yung gitna, the midpoint, wala kang campfire. Tapos kung kampante ka na si Silva, kaya na i-cover yung buong likod. She plays free safety dun sa likuran. So she cuts it into thirds. Sa kabila naman, dahil challenging yung first ball, napipilitan silang i-congest yung depensa nila na it's moving as a unit on two ends. Yung front end tsaka yung back end lang. So it's a different style of defending. Again, if you don't have a very good defender, pero yun, nakuha na naman ni Nicole Ong, which is the strength of this team, attacking on the middle.
And Mapua is off to a fantastic start here. 3-1 so far. Nicole Ong will serve. Now let's go courtside for the first time. Kasama si Kayla Afable. Kayla?
Play like everything depends on you. That is the attitude that Coach Oliver Almagro wants to see from the Lady Knights. For today, their first priority will be discipline on defense. He believes that as long as they prioritize their defense, rely on the setters to activate the middles, they may just come out on top. Next would be aggressiveness with focus when it comes to services. He reiterated, we are #1 there. For Coach Aying Esteban, top priority will be finding ways to limit the key scorers of their opponent. He believes that whoever gets the early momentum will have the clear advantage today. The Lady Cardinals are hoping to keep their spot at #3, with which will come another matchup against Letran in the semifinals. All from courtside, back to you, Martin and Coach Hammer.
Thank you so much.
Gusto nila yung
Kayla.
matchup na yun, ha?
Yeah.
Gusto nila yung matchup na yun.
I like how Coach Aying put it as, you know, like a playoff game.
Yep.
Kung kanino yung momentum, it's not about the numbers anymore, but kung kanino yung momentum, because understandably, both teams prepared for each other.
Yep.
And the game will slow down significantly when we go to the later parts. So kung kanino yung may momentum, sino makakakuha ng momentum sa laban, malaking bagay.
Oo, kumpiyansa yan eh.
Yeah. And on the other side, Letran will play to their strengths according to Coach Oliver Almagro. This is Rica Blanca. That one was deflected and saved by Silva. Another quality rally. Wow! Deception 1-2 play by Gavika.
Okay itong setter nila eh. Very young itong si Gavika. I think she's on her freshman year. So, she has time to grow into her role, and she's percentage of sets that she gets, nagkakaproblema lang sila pag masama talaga yung first ball. So, first order of business is to develop the liberos that are there in Mapua ngayong off-season. And you gotta recruit. You gotta recruit somebody who can cover that backside.
Again, this is a very dangerous Mapua team right now. They are ahead in the first set by 4. Their blocking is making a difference so far. Jem Gavika is used to the NCAA scene as we see here. Tarek Manalo, one of the middle blockers itong Mapua. Jem Gavika is, or came from the Arellano High School team. Ayan. Under Coach Obet din, dati.
Ang galing mag-develop ng setters.
Yeah.
Coach Obet.
Letran retaliates. Not the prettiest of attempts, but Martin got it done.
Now serving, Julian Litura.
3-6. #1 server in the league, Nitura. Pinahirapan yung first ball, and as I say that, she scores her first ace.
So again, bringing 52 cards of aces dahil ganun sila ka potent when it comes to getting aces in a game. Parang whole deck, may baon sila para atin yan. And in every game, it's very dangerous.
That was ace number 26 in the season for Judel.
Half a deck para kay Judel pa lang, ha?
Judel, oo. Rebustes. Siya na yung nag-set up. Too long for Cabadin. So Letran will manufacture their own run. This is now 3-0 for the Lady Knights.
Ito rin si Greg Cabadin. May chance siya to be a very good player dahil ang lakas pumalo, willing pumalo. Just needs to get that technique and mechanics right. Kasi ang lakas niya pumalo pero yung trajectory ng bola.
Yeah. Tama ka dun. And this was not an easy season for Greg Cabadin because she had to start eventually when Nadine Berses went down.
Ready to step up.
Yeah.
Ganun naman yan. Next girl up.
That's right. Now she's getting majority of the minutes in the starting lineup Rebustes. Gabika over to Rica Blanca who goes down the line.
Hard cover yan dahil left side, left hand. She would definitely like to go down the line. And makikita mo on the foot placement dun sa launch pad. Pagka medyo naka-angle yung katawan, alam mo i-cross court. Pero ang hirap habulin kasi left-handed, parang flinip mo yung field pagka defender ka.
That's the major change in the lineup of Coach Aying. Inilipat sa outside itong si Raisa Ricablanca after being an opposite spiker since arriving here in the league.
Okay nga na ilalagay mo na open siya. Para yung right-handed mo na open, mas komportable. Tapos, para rin siyang open spiker sa kabila kasi yung launch niya, ganun din. Yun yung options niya.
And Freyan Garcia will bring us to our first technical timeout on this off-the-block hit. It is Mapua scoring and responding with 2 straight points.
Hi mga kapuso, my name is Julia Ong. Question: anong NCAA school ang puro aral lang? Di Araliano University. Pero syempre, joke lang yon. Nandito tayo today, hindi para mag-aral, kundi para makisaya sa kanilang NCAA Season 100 Pep Rally.
Welcome back to the coverage for the Mapua Lady Cardinals. Again, it's still Raisa Ricablanca who led the way in that loss against the Benilde Lady Blazers. Encouraging for her because she did this. She performed like this against one of the best defenses in the league. She had 11 points.
10 out of attacks, 1 kill block. And raising the bar for Raisa. And more comfortable in that position. Kasi pag left side attacker ka, dalawa na agad yung options mo. Pagka right side attacker ka, so parang dalawang open yung meron ka pagka ganung rotation.
And speaking of Rica Blanca, on cue, she unleashes an ace to give them the 3-point lead. Difficult first ball. Yen Martin. Rebustes. Here is Craig Cabadin. Nat. Oh, Napal is denied. They go back to Martin. Jog up. Freyan puts it down.
I like how inspired they are playing this first set. You can palpable yung emotion nila na gusto nilang bumawi after their over against Benilde. Kasi kanila na yung third set na yun Kanila na talaga yun
They were ahead 21-16 before Benilde made a huge run. Martin. Back row hit for Rica Blanca. Not gonna work. Nitura. Cross court for Judel.
Difficult hit para kay Judel. But attacking off that backline, pero it's a little bit more common now. Especially in the collegiate ranks in the Philippines. Dahil more athletic na yung mga girls natin. Of course, it's with the conditioning, it's the training. Na kaya na nilang pumalo from the backside.
This is, Sari had to push on the brakes. Oh, Freyan. Good support from Rebustes. Silva tracks it down. Eto ulit ang Letran. Sari. Nandun ulit. Si Rebustes. Freyan. Bumalik. Oh, the return though went out. This is great action we're seeing from both sides. Freyan Garcia. Sinaraduhan ni Napal. 8-10. 2 straight points for the Lady Knights to cut the lead into half.
So favorable rotation now with Sari on her more familiar open position.
Kapika.
Tingnan natin pupuntahan siya agad.
Eto.
Told you.
That one was deflected.
Tahimik siya this game.
Di pa masyadong nakukuha yung rhythm. Oh!
Kahiyaan.
Chance ball here. Mapua can take advantage. They go to the Manalo.
And Tere has been one of those girls here para sa kanila. Sila dalawa ni Nicolong na pag pinupuntahan, at least on on rotation, nakakuha sila kahit pa isa-isang puntos on that middle attack. Kasi it keeps the defense honest. Hindi nila pwedeng kargahan yung wing attackers and it exposes the middle. Tingnan natin kung i-adjust ulit ni Coach O yung depensa niya.
Sari. Rica Blanca with the dig. But this one was on the side already. So Letran gets the point. Vanessa Sari.
Right.
This is her first point. Yeah. Sari with a swing. Ay, hold on. Di pala.
Oo.
So, Mapua got it. Hold on. So, it's 11-8. Nitura. Single block by Freyan. Sari will try. Gustong bumawi. This time she scores.
Yep. And this is a lady that needs to get going. Yung pagpalo, outside na yata bago pa hinahabol.
Vanessa Sari, 295 points in the season. That's good for
Kotang-kota.
over 17 points per match.
Kotang-kota.
And
those are singles,
Yeah.
Singles ang bawat isang point
exactly.
sa volleyball.
Remember, she had that 37-point explosion earlier in the season, which is now an all-time NCAA record.
Since we recorded it, since we
Yeah.
covered it.
Imagine, Coach, ang lead niya sa number 2 scorer, who is Laika Tudlasan as Garcia, again goes down the line. 27 points ahead si Vanessa Sari.
Good enough for 2 more games to cover that, no?
Yeah.
Pero kung nakaka-record na tayo nung mga
Sino?
Gretzel Soltones during her time that binubuhat niya yung baste.
Well, actually, she had the record previously. She
okay.
had 36 points, tied
So,
with
a point.
Angel. Tied with Angel
last
Abacuan.
season. Last season ni
which she
Angel.
did last year. Freyan Garcia is on fire here in the first set. We told you, this lady is peaking at the right time. Ito, depensa naman ang kanyang pinakita. Timeout para sa Letran.
Makinig. Nagagawa naman natin. Ito na naman, na-block. Ba't naman madali? Anong problema? Nandun na yun eh. Itataas ng dahan-dahan eh. Nagugulat kasi kayo sa nangyayari eh. Pinalo ninyo na depensa, nagugulat kayo. Makinig muna sa akin, please. Pinalo, na depensa, no problem. Babalik naman sa atin ulit. Reset ulit. Bakit natataranta? Alam nyo na yun. Ratatat lang yan ah. Ratatat lang yan ah. Ratatat lang yan eh.
Alright. Binubuhay ni Coach O yung kanyang kupunan dito. By the way, Freyan Garcia with 5 points in the opening set. Coming in, she is the number 8 scorer of the league at over 13 points per match. Jem Gavica, service ace from the rookie setter.
That's the second ace para dito sa team ng Mapua in this first set. And caught napping yung depensa ng Letran, and whatever they're going through this morning, they need a shot of caffeine.
Yeah.
Dahil medyo iffy ang start nila dito.
Yeah.
We're still waiting for Coach O to adjust kung ipapasok niya si Gia Makilang.
Estrelier choosing Sari. Again, Rica Blanca has her number. Oh, Kabadin is denied by Sari.
And that's another facet of her game na underrated, her net defense. Kasi matangkad si Sari. She might not be the most athletic open attacker, ace attacker, but she is tall, lengthy, tsaka marunong mag-ball placement. Yun ang pinaka-importante. Kasi nasasanay tayo na pagka pumapalo, malakas ng pumalo. Tulad no, malakas pumalo na may direction.
That's been the biggest change for Nicole Ong this year. Dati, power tip. Ngayon, buong-buo na yung mga atake niya. Nicole Ong connecting. Still one of the top middle blockers that we have. Silva. Back set. Judel is dug up by Gavica. Here's the swing by Rica Blanca. Estrelier. Balik kay Judel. Garcia this time takes it. Chance ball for the Lady Knights. Nat goes back to Vanessa. who catches the line.
Yep. So she hits it with enough force to get it there. Kasi pag nakikita mo, usually, sanay ako kay Gail Pascual. Pag pumapalo si Gail,
Bounce ball yun.
bounce ball talaga, malulutong. Ito, different kind kasi hindi niya gaano na-elevatean yung bola. There are times na talagang ball placement lang.
Yeah.
Percentage scorer.
Tapa din. Good defense by Sari.
Ayun, iba sila ni Nitura pumalo.
Yeah. Sharper itong si
Oo.
Judel.
But si Sari, very effective. Oh, I like her game.
This one bounced off the net. They go back to Raisa. Rica Blanca scores and Mapua heads to the technical timeout with a 4-point lead. Back after this.
Hello mga ka-NCAA, this is Glycel Galpo at ngayong araw ay nandito tayo sa Colegio de San Juan de Letran sa Intramuros, Manila para saksihan ang kanilang pep rally para sa nalalapit na NCAA Season 100. Kaya naman tara at samahan nyo akong makigulo sa mga Letranista.
Sobrang saya kasi imagine this is centennial season and lahat ng Letranista for sure.
Set. Mapua has the lead right now, 16-12, and this is how it has played out so far in the opening set, Coach Hammer. I love this. This is a new feature we're introducing. We are seeing the point sequence, the scoring sequence right now on the left side of your screen.
So 3-2 run when it was 10-8. 3-2 and then palitan ng puntos. But the more important part of this equation is, okay, nagpapalitan ng puntos, saan nakuha yung mga puntos? Dun sa 13th point error yan eh, and yung attack error. So makikita natin that yung aggressiveness ng Letran nando doon, just needs to get it cleaned up. So we'll see what happens pangalawang timeout na yun.
That's a good response after the technical timeout. Royce De La Cruz activated in the middle.
Parang feeling ko it's one of the easiest and most high percentage plays in volleyball, yung be quick sa gitna. Especially if you have a very good libero na you can maximize it, yung mga magagandang first ball.
Yeah.
Middle again.
Yeah, both teams going with these middle attacks. This time it's Tarek Manalo.
Single hand
Yeah.
setup job.
Ito si Tarek Manalo back in her original position as a middle blocker. She has rotated to being a wing attacker before for Coach Aying Esteban, but now this is her comfortable spot. Martin with the point. And Letran is chipping away. At least they're trying here in the opening set. Ito na, si Judel Natura. Another stint at the service area for our #1 server. We'll see if she can make a difference. Difficult pickup. Letran will set things up. Martin! Robustes. Rica Blanca puts it down.
Confidence. Confidence of Rica Blanca after getting her first point. So again, yung approach niya, I can't stress it enough that left-hand attackers like to attack off the left side because their step is left, right, and then jump off 2 feet. Right-handed attackers would like to jump right, left, jump off 2 feet.
18-14. Estrelier made the decision. Manalo. Ito na, si Martin. Robustes tracking it down. Freyan explodes!
Killing it down the line with the hit.
19-14 is the advantage. 6 points now for Freyan Garcia. This 1-2 combo. Freyan and Raisa working wonders for Mapua. Underhand reverse setup. That's too difficult for Martin.
And I like seeing this. giving an opportunity dito kay Yen Martin to get a little bit more reps kasi last year she was big for this squad. And you know, Gia makilang pagka in-insert mo ready to play yan eh. Pero giving confidence to the 8th, 9th, 10th girl na hindi mo alam kailan mo bubunutin ngayong playoffs kasi definitely they're gearing up for a title run itong Lady Knights going into the Final Four. So you need to have all hands on deck.
But Rebustes is playing very well. Tambasakan is in the game now, by the way. Martin. Again, Rebustes pops it up. Estrelier. Back to Martin. Nandun pa rin si Rebustes. Garcia is denied. Kept alive. What a rally here. Oh, chance ball. Lady Cardinals get it. Oh!
Good save by
Pop up by Sari. That one is in.
On the 5th try?
Yeah.
On the 5th try. She was able to get that hit. And how about that pop-up by Vanessa Sari? And ever so slightly on that line. Pinabayaan na ni Rebustes. Akala niya mag-out. But enough
What
power.
an exchange.
Oh, ganda nun.
Now Yen Martin will proceed here. Set up. Freyan. Check na ng blockers. Pero pinuhay ng Mapua. Nat. Sari. Off the hands.
There you go. Now they're awake. Parang diesel lang eh. Kailangan magpainit ng medyo matagal eh.
So the lead is down to 4. Vanessa Sari powers it down. Time out for Coach Haing.
Receive lang ulit. Oh, makinig. Receive lang ulit muna sa 3. Pero ganda mo yung pasok ng 0 tempo mo. Pag sumama yung, hilahin mo ng konti dito para sumama yung gitna. Preyan, tingin kung sumama o hindi. Tapos paluan mo ng cross court na malakas. Huwag mong basagin ng basagin dito. Dahan-dahan lang. Tignan mo. Kailangan makita mo yung nag-block sa'yo kung dalawa.
Yeah, much needed instruction para kay Freyan Garcia kasi nakadalawang block na sa kanya ang Letran. Ito po yung talaan natin after a 3-zip run by Mapua. Letran fighting back with 2 straight.
Yep.
Interesting situation we have here. Gustong kumapit ng Letran. Napal. Rebustes with 8 digs and 4 receptions already here in the first set. Sari!
3 straight to.
Wow! Catches the backside. That's a cross-court hit. Straight to the corner pocket for Sari.
So kita mo, may mga times that she can get up there, but she knows how to vary her hits.
Tatlong sunod mula sa Letran. Freyan off the block.
Much needed point for Mapua. So ito na naman tayo, sinong finishers ng Mapua. Kanino sila kakapit, kanino nila dadalhin yung puntos. Kanino nila dadalhin yung bola para makakuha ng puntos.
I'm pretty sure this was one of the sessions in practice for them, yung closing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Especially after what they experienced against Benilde. Sari, oof.
Not over.
That did not cross. 22-17. Now it's Manalo. On deck to serve as we see Gia Makilang. She comes in for the first time. Let's see what she can do. Off the bench. Estrelier. Pinigay agad kay Makilang.
Good morning agad.
Oh, Nicole Long! Scores!
4th point of that middle. Nakadalawa na sila kay Tere Manalo. Off the rotation. Again, off the rotate. Kapabalik lang ni Nicole Long sa gitna. Pinuntahan. Getting a point.
I am impressed with Kavika's playmaking. Di ba? Time out, Coach O.
Bakit ba tayo nagipagsabayan doon? Sa akin, ulitin ko, detalye. Details, the discipline. Kahit anong gawin ng kalaban, pag may disiplina kayo at ine-expect yung babalik sa inyong bola, you know what to do. First, know what to do. Be at the present. Ano yung nangyayari? And then ano yung mangyayari? Anong gagawin nyo? Ano yung gagawin?
Next na, Gia. Next
Ano
na.
yung gagawin?
Next na, ha? Receive muna.
Coach O is getting more and more animated on the sidelines because his team is not performing according to his expectations.
Because they know what to do.
Yeah.
Paulit-ulit niya sinasabi, alam niyo na yung gagawin niyo. Alam niyo yung gagawin niyo.
So, a 3-0 run countered by a 3-0 run. Kabadin. Greg will try. Andun si Silva sa likod. They go to Gia. Drop ball for Gia Makilang.
Here we go. Here we go.
Gia Makilang. Instant production off the bench. Smartly placing it on the open spot. Napal. Ooh, Napal with the ace.
And here it comes. They're chipping away from that lead. Back-to-back points for Letran. So you just need to get one good first ball. Get that first ball in.
Yeah.
And then do play.
Mapua in an almost familiar situation here. And they give a chance ball. They go back to Gia. Dug up by Kabadin. Nicole from the side. Kept alive. Here's another chance. On! Outside.
A little off balance for that hit si Nicolong. Wasn't able to get to her penultimate step. Yung buelo.
Yeah.
And then quick hop. Kasi usually pagka mga middle, quick hop lang sila. Si Ong on that move, hindi siya naka
So,
buelo.
our first challenge of the day. Net touch. Kanina block touch. Mapua changed it to a net touch challenge. This set has been all about 3-0 runs. Magpi 3-0 na rin ang Letran if they do get this point. But it has been a great battle so far. As expected, final for atmosphere and intensity here in the first set. Yan natin. Meron bang humawak sa net? Again, Martin. Lately, Coach, siya yung pinagtitiwalaan ni Coach O na magsimula. No? She's a good two-way player.
Yep.
And
Ba't di mo pa siya nararamdaman na bumomba talaga? Na diin na diin.
And she had her moments last year.
Oh yeah.
Diba?
Oh yeah. I did a handful of her games na talagang solid yung nilalaro niya even going into the finals.
Yeah.
She gave a good account of herself last season.
And she is the taller option when,
Oh, yeah.
when it comes to their attackers. No? Siya yung taller option. Halos magkakahit sila siya, Sari, Judel.
Mukha nga eh, yung kasing tangkad din niya si Roy, so pagka nakatayo sila tatlo.
Yeah. So, that's why si Coach O binibigyan siya ng kumpiyansa dito. Ito naman, ang Mapua Lady Cardinals playing very well here in the opening set. And this team is speaking at the right time. I
Yep.
feel like they're getting more and more gelled. You know, we want to flash the numbers and their rankings right now. Pero etong Mapua, they look like a different beast. They're working on their flaws in practice, and so far, they've been translating. Yeah, the work done has been translating here on the court. Ito na, meron bang humawak sa net? Okay. We are getting a closer look. This was the attempt to block it. Definitely no touch, but oh! Wow! Hold on. Meron. I don't think so. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Gumalaw.
wala. Oh. Wow! This is the closest challenge in the history of challenges.
Ito yung mga,
so far.
Pagka nanonood ka ng anime, biglang magko-commercial, o kaya next episode.
Kasi coach, hindi gumalaw yung net.
Hindi gumalaw yung net, pero nandoon yung extension. We'll see. Unsuccessful.
Okay.
Yan yung mga 1 week mo aantayin matawag, di ba? Pag yung mga... Kaya nanonood ka ng anime.
So, kay Kogo rin, no? Kogo. Dito rin yan. Slam dunk sa GMA, di ba? 3-0 run.
Pwede Haikyuu.
Haikyuu. Okay.
Marami akong time ngayon eh. Pag madaling araw, pag nag-aalaga, nanonood.
But Letran responds in a big way here. They are trying to make it closer. Oh, Makilang with the same attempt.
So this has been, 4-0 run.
Yeah, 4-zip in favor of Letran. The lead
tayo ng tempo natin.
is down to 2.
Okay? Hindi porke tumabol sila, kailangan tayo maging stiff. Nananalo kasi tayo pag hindi tayo naka-stiff. Relax lang, receive lang, atake lang. So dalawa lang yung kailangan natin kunin. So ilan down na yung nangyari sa atin. Okay? Sa maganda receive, quick, open, ganun lang. Tapos, tsaka na lang ulit tayo kumoverage siya. Tuloy-tuloy lang yung galaw, walang titigil. Raisa, balik ka, Raisa.
Alright. So, gusto ni Coach Ayeng maging loose yung mga bata because he has seen this before.
Yeah. Mahirap kasi mag-relax pagka yung mga palo dating ng dating eh. Ang hirap eh, parang FPJ niyan eh. Kaya binobodega ka ng binobodega eh.
Yeah, but they did a good job earlier. Now they've been shrugging. Makilang has really made a difference for Letran. This one is partially deflected. Oh, Gia Makilang with her 3rd points. And she brings Letran to within a point.
Shell shock dito yung Mapua. So tingnan natin paano sila magre-respond. Snapal, the whole ang haba na ng oras na na-spend niya rito on the service area.
Here's Kavika. Back to Freyan.
Oh, gotta get one. That was a good one. Good tip.
And it is set point for the Lady Cardinals. Freyan with her 8th point in the match.
Layo ng dukot.
Binariate na ni Freyan yung kanyang atake doon because her power hits have been checked by the blockers.
One of the most improved players this year.
Precisely. Estrelier, back to Gia, why not? Gia Makilang has taken over.
Parang microwave. Instant, no? Pagkadating. Sunod-sunod yung puntos niya rito.
Vinnie Johnson.
Yep.
Estrelier. Better first ball. Can Mapua end it here? Freyan is denied. So we have an extension in the opening set.
Layo nitong hinabol nila. Ang layo nito.
Yeah.
And it started when Gia Makilang was inserted.
Yep. That's why you wonder why she's not part of the starting lineup.
Well, at saka pinalitan niya si Sari.
Oh, yeah. Bigat. Kabadin. Chance for Letran to grab the lead. Oh! Mitura sends it out. She says sorry right away to Coach Cho. Oh, here's a switch up in the Letran scheme. Freyan will serve. Good serve. Makilang from the other side. Mapua will set it up. Ong. Estrelier was there. Makilang sa kabila naman. Oh! Gia scores again.
High percentage play anywhere from the field.
Wow. The spark of the bench.
Yung pangatlong power tip na niya. Yung mga ever so slight tips na nahuhulog. Pangatlo na yan in this first set.
Ooh! Service ace! Gia is dealing damage in different ways. Gia Makilang. Wow, what a way. And you rarely see one player take over. Counters right back.
You gotta go what works. Puntahan mo ng puntahan. And it's the middles. Tere Manalo and Nicolo ang having a good game. So, nakikita natin on rotation si Tere Manalo ang nasa harap. They have to go back to that. They have to go back to that. It has been very effective kahit sa Binild.
Yeah.
Effective yan. And kailangan sandigan nila yan.
De La Cruz with a long ball. So, Letran naman ngayon ang gumitna. Here's a late entry. Flores coming in to serve. A pressure-packed serve coming up. That's a good serve, though.
Flat serve.
Rica Blanca catches the line. We are not yet done in the opening set.
It's a good one.
Exchange.
It is a good one.
Playoff vibes here inside Phil Oil. Greg Cabadin will be tasked to serve. Good pickup. Nat. Judel!
Bounce ball para dito kay Judel Natura. Good kill. Good approach. And nakinig na siya kay Coach O. Sabi ni Coach O kasi kanina paluin mo ng cross court, wag mo down the line. Yun yung sinisengin na si Coach. Kaya nung sinip sila ni Gia.
Here's a switch up for Coach O. Colendra and Tumayaw both coming in. Late set, doble palit from Coach O. We'll see if it'll pay off. Better first ball. Rica Blanca had to stop and target it. Tumayaw to Martin. Checked. Gia from behind. Rica Blanca. Nandun pa rin si Makilang. Colendra. Drop ball. Freyan will set it. Rica Blanca. Here comes Letran. Colendra. Buhay pa. Middle attack. Makilang sends it straight to the net.
So attack error. Long rally. Walang gustong bumitaw dito sa first set.
It has been a roller coaster here in the opening frame. Rare error on the attack for Makilang. Rica Blanca with a nice serve. Colendra will try. Off the block. It's good.
Instant impact coming off the bench. Yung mga shock troopers, mga rotation players ni Coach O. On this lineup, she has 3 coming off the bench. In Makilang, itong si Colmendra, and their backup setter, yun dyan din.
Freyan, down the line!
Down the line!
Okay, remember, second set of their first meeting went 34-32 in favor of Mapua. So, no surprise that we're seeing an extension here. But this is...
Sabi ko nga kanina sa mga boys natin, sabi ko, pre, kahit 6 sets, laban yan.
Mukhang ang ganun
eh. Ang haba ng mga rally natin.
Makilang, Rica Blanca, here's the give. Nico Long gives Mapua back the lead.
Golden opportunity for them. And when you get that good first ball, I mean, Gabika has been exemplary in this game.
Yeah, her playmaking has been on point. Ganda rin ang mga timing niya. Tumayaw. Tumakilang. Binuhay ni Rica Blanca. But we're all tied up again. Letran not letting this one slip away.
Okay yan.
Gia Makilang has been fantastic off the bench. And Royce de la Cruz replaces Flores for a full front line for the Lady Knights. Makilang, by the way, 8 points. This is off the bench. He entered in the early 20s of our score. Kabadin. Here's a chance for Letran. Gia again. She is red. Joust returned by Ong. And Nicole wins the battle.
Good presence of mind by Nicole Ong. Not being too eager. Nakita mo nag-antay siya ng konti eh. Inantay niya ng konti, not being too eager to just push it down.
Jem Gavika. It's another set point situation for the Lady Cardinals. Here's the first ball. Si Silva ang nagbigay. Mapua has an opportunity. Kabadin! Single block by Makilang!
Tough setup job by Gavika. Going for the back set. Masyadong masikip. Trying to go there on that wing. Good intention by Kabadin, but ando dun yung depensa. Nakakoncentrate.
Makilang now with 9 points.
Grabe off the bench, no?
Wow.
9 points off the bench. Yan ang maganda gising.
Oo.
Yan ang maganda gising.
Gia Makilang as we see here Colendra. Okay, not tried to enter. But Colendra came back. So Tumaya will still be the trans setter. 31 apiece. This is Nisen Colendra. Yan si Lara May. Kinakausap lang ang ating mga opisyalis dito. Some clarifications for Coach O. What a first set. And we don't mind it. It's been almost an hour here in the first. And again, if this is an indication of what the Final Four games will be, we are in for a ride. That's Coach O.
A half-day ride. Pag ganyan. Kaso whole day tayo kasi pati yung men's games.
Men's games, exactly.
Yun lang. Yun lang.
The #1 serving team in the league cashes in another ace. Colendra with a clutch serve. This is for the set for Letran. Garcia says not yet.
Nope.
Personally, I've covered a set that lasted like 40, in the 40s. So, this is good. That's in the pros, but in the collegiate, it's a different scene. Tumayaw, wow!
Smart play. Smart play by Tumayaw. Smart play. Ina-expect na going for that quick dahil nakakuha ng puntos, caught napping.
Princess Tumayaw with some magic. Gia, good pickup. Rica Blanca, a chance for Letran. Here's Rica Blanca again. Silva covers it. Martin, popped up by Rebustes. Underhand setup. Lagi yun ang pinupuntahan ni Raisa pero covered. Martin is denied. Here's the underhand give. Freyan to Kabadin. Still in play. Long rally again. Rica Blanca sends it away.
Rica Blanca.
And a little shaky on receptions for both squads. Pero isang magandang setup job and Rica Blanca on point. Haba, no? Haba ng mga rally natin.
What a set. Again, this could be a Final Four preview.
Yeah.
So we could have 2 or 3 games of this between Letran and Mapua. Makilang from behind. Kabadin swipes it out.
Yep, smart play. So nakukuha na ni Greg. Nakikita natin na she wants to perform, but she has to learn to perform under duress. Yung mga palo niya minsan sobrang lakas. Sobrang hina. And it comes with experience. Now she's getting game experience na okay, ito yung pavari ko ng palo, ito yung gagawin ko, ito yung basa ko.
This is how she's getting sharpened. Martin!
Basag yung depensa.
Wow! Yen Martin!
Sabi mo kasi going into the 40s eh. Ako naman sinabi ko 6 sets eh. O yan. We'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it. Of course. De La Cruz starts it up. Rebustes with a better first pass. Raisa. This is gonna be saved. Martin. Chance ball. Rica Blanca swings away.
And that's now the line for Rica Blanca.
But can Mapua close it out? That is the question.
Closing out, closing out, closing out.
35-34. Yeah. Greg Cabadin is put on the pressure cooker.
Good serve.
Tumayaw. Makilang had to ad-lib. Here's the back set. Rica Blanca with the adjustment. And Mapua closes out set number 1.
And good adjustment on that last hit. Long rallies, loaded block. Nahuli lang ng bahagya. Itong si Lara Silva.
Our score, that's right, 36-34 in favor of the Lady Cardinals. And they take the 1-0 lead.
Hello mga kapuso, this is Glycel Galpo at ngayong araw ay nandito tayo sa baluarte ng mga general sa Paco, Manila to witness their pep rally as a show of support for the EAC Generals for the upcoming and much awaited historical NCAA Season 100.
Sobra kaming naghanda ngayong season kasi ang daming mawawala sa amin, lalo na si King Cortisa, kaya gusto naming makuha yung Final Four ngayon, tsaka yung mag-finals kami, kaya ready kami ngayon.
Siguro ngayon mas hungrier kami na manalo and then makuha yung Final Four and then championship kasi nga final season ko na rin, so bubuhos ko na rin lahat ng mga veterano namin.
Guys, you will see the young and bold EAC Lady Generals this coming season.
And straight into our highlights. By the way, we needed that breather after a 48-minute opening set. Mapua taking care of business, averting disaster and crisis, winning that one 36-34, pero naging ma-action po ang ating opening set. Freyan Garcia with a swing right there. She was the one on fire for the Mapua Lady Cardinals. She scored 9 points. Greg Cabadin on the serve right here, getting an ace. But Coach Hammer, this was a set of runs. 3-0, 4-0, nagpapalitan lang yung magkabilang panig natin. And in the end, it was back and forth. Letran came back, Mapua had multiple chances to close it out, and finally, they got it done.
Yup. Ang haba nung set natin. And a side note, I hit the restroom. Ano si Coach Aying at saka yung coaching staff ng Letran. Sabi ko, Coach, ang haba nung set. Sabi na, kami rin eh. Kanina pa kami nasisiya. But again, we'll take the long rallies and great action. Plus 6 in attacks.
Yeah.
Ang Mapua in the first set. That's a good sign, but the aces are there for Letran. Kill blocks are also there for Letran. Very clean game, despite a long first set. Both teams just giving up 5 errors.
And you know, even though it was an extended set, 36-34, that it was a quality set. Quality volleyball for both teams. winning off attacks and defense. Only a total of 10 errors from both sides. This is Coach Ayeng Esteban, and this is how it translated towards the end game or towards the end of that set. Coach Hammer, tignan natin yung palitan dito ng puntos.
Sabi ko kanina dun sa restroom Coach, grabe yung tune-up niyo mapunta ng Final Four. But both teams having back-to-back points and then makakasagot yung isa. But in the end, it was Mapua that was able to execute. Yun yung kailangan nila ngayon. Yung finishing touch, yung finish.
That had to feel good for Mapua. They were ahead by 5 at one point. It was 22-17 before that Letran comeback happened. Yan Martin with a long ball to start off set number 2. So Gia Makilang is now going to be a staple on the floor for Letran. Vanessa Sari will come in later because Makilang had instant 9 points.
Yep.
Diba? And she only entered when it was 22-17. Freyan Garcia with that hit enters double figures. What an offering here in the first game. Freyan to start. That's a good serve. Set up for Judel. She puts it through.
So more fireworks here. Mainit na yung dalawang team. Okay na sila dun sa mahabang first set. Nakabuelo na.
By the way, that was a ton of offense in set number 1.
A lot of fireworks and a lot of floor defense. A lot of floor defense, my friend.
And that's what we love. Again, it was a clean and efficient set from both sides as Nitura commits the service error. Nicole Long. She had her moments in the first set. 6 points. Good first pass. Napal with a soft touch. Rica Blanca. Gia again with the defense. Judel. Gavica. Over to Cabadin. Nandun si Silva. Net. Choosing Martin. And she sends it in.
There you go. Again, Martin getting a hit. Right there. Challenging the defense. So pumapasok na ngayon yung mga palo. Question ngayon is the consistency of both teams. Kung kaya ba nilang i-sustain yung brilliant first set nila. Parehas maganda nila. Kailangan lang may manalo talaga ng first set na yun.
Probably the longest set of the season.
Yep.
Yeah, it was. Ooh.
Net touch.
That's an error on Letran's side. So Mapua gets the point. 3 apiece. Again, still a must-win situation for both teams with Mapua trying to solidify that number 3 spot. Ito namang Letran trying to ascend and become our top team in the league as we enter the Final Four. Let's now go courtside. Dito ulit si Kayla Afable. Kayla, go ahead.
The higher you are, the greater the fall. Having earned their spot in the Final Four, the Lady Knights now need to prove just how much they deserve to be there. They need to show their strong character today, especially for a team under the wing of Coach Oliver Almagro. Right now, Coach Oliver calls for the team to react better when their attacks are blocked. Natataranta kayo, di nyo na-expect na madedefensahan kayo. He reminded the team to be smart and take their time. The players need to pay attention to their individual roles and know where to bring the ball when the ball is returned to them. All for now, back to you, Martin and Coach Hammer.
That's right. Thank you so much, Kayla Afable. They had problems in the attacks until Gia Makilang came in.
Yep.
And dominated.
Athlete. Athlete. And when you're going up against a team that are quite efficient when it comes to blocking, you need to have athletes.
Yeah.
Athletes, para challenge mo ang pumalo, hindi pwedeng pahulog-hulog lang. So, yun yung nabibigay sa'yo na variation ng atake para kay Gia. Ayan, sila ni Nitura kasi athletic.
And it is such a luxury for a team to have a scorer na kahit broken play,
Aha.
meron ka pa rin chance pumunta.
Yeah, out of system attacks, yung mga ganun. Tsaka, Saret will take the extended rest. She can maximize that to recover enough for the Final Four.
Oh, this is tipped in. But that one hit the floor already. So Manalo will score this point. Again, Tere Manalo has rotated in this Mapua lineup.
Is she on her last year? Hindi ko sure.
She was a rookie 97.
Wala, okay pa.
Meron pa,
Meron
isa
pa.
pa. I remember that kasi siya yung isa sa leading scorers ng Mapua at that time. Ooh. This is a scramble on the side of the Lady Cardinals. So Letran will grab the lead again. Gia Makilang, her drops have been dropping.
Yep. Nakatatlo siya in the first set. But her hits have been popping too.
Exactly. Well, yeah. She has shown us everything. May ace pa yan, may block pa yan.
Kompleto si Ricardo's. Coming off the bench pa yan.
Off the bench pa.
Off the bench pa yan.
Tama. Oh, they go long with some emphasis on the hit.
Spicy one. That was a spicy one.
Yeah. This is, again, a more power-minded Nicole Ong we are witnessing this season.
She has a little bit more lift.
Yeah.
Lift on her,
that's right.
pop off her step.
Yeah. At bounced off the net. Ito na si Freyan. Denied! Sinaraduhan ni De La Cruz. So, Fran Garcia getting shut down by Royce De La Cruz. 7-6. Oh, scrappy first ball. Oh, and it results to an overcooked attack from Rica Blanca. So Letran brings us in our first technical timeout. Abante sila ng dalawa.
Hello mga kapuso, this is Glycel Galpo at ngayong araw ay nandito tayo sa baluarte ng mga general sa Paco, Manila to witness their pep rally as a show of support for the EAC Generals for the upcoming and much awaited historical NCAA Season 100.
Balik sa ating laban. And Judel Netura, you know, she struggled in a certain stretch here in the second round, but she is back in her groove. Again, she is the number 3 scorer in the league. And against JRU, she produced 17 points.
All coming off attacks.
Yeah.
All coming off attacks. Isa pa po, all coming off attacks. Mahirap po yun.
Yeah.
Halos isang set na ibuhos mo coming off attacks.
At maiksi lang yung laban nun, kasi 3 sets lang.
Tsaka kung magiging one-trick pony ka, yun yung gusto mong trick talaga.
Yeah. That's why she's also in the top 5 pagdating sa spiking efficiency as Freyan Garcia with a lingering look afterwards.
Yep. Just checking. Just checking if it was inside right there. Ginalaw naman yung paa kasi baka yung landing.
7-8. And we don't mind that, especially entering the Final Four.
Kayo rin naman magiging magkaka-teammates when you move forward in your pro careers, if ever you make it.
That's right.
Pero ngayon, just give it the old college try. Kasama yan sa laro.
Oh, Yan Martin sending it wide. So 2 straight points for the Lady Cardinals. Pagkatapos po ng ating first pause here in the second set. Freyan. Look at the production from Freyan. Martin. Back set for Judel. She is shut down, but she keeps it alive. Nicole Ong does the smart thing.
Going for the long tip. Nicole Ong.
Such an intelligent player itong si Nicole Ong. And she's been like that since her rookie year.
Yep. But now has packs a lot of power now.
Yeah.
Mukhang spent some time in the weight room, definitely. Because for you to be that tall and that strong to hit, ibig sabihin, you got stronger.
Yeah, exactly. Part of the off-season for Nicole Ong. 3-zip run for Mapua, and now they take the lead. Make that 4-0 now. And they're ahead by 2.
It's a good kill block here. Getting roofed by Ong and Kabadin. Si Kabadin, okay ito maglaro. Okay siya. Kailangan lang niya talaga ng reps. Kasi athletic din eh. Athletic siya, willing pumalo, di natatakot. Kailangan lang niya ng reps talaga playing. Kasi mahirap yung maglalaro ka being inserted na magugulat ka. Yun yung nangyari eh.
Tsaka lalo kapag yung mga late set situations na kasi puporsyento yung setter mo, may chance na sa'yo bibigay.
Check ko nga dito sa ating...
Hindi yung freshman.
Oo, parang mas extended yung playing niya ngayon eh.
Yeah, she's always been a backup, but now she's given an opportunity as Netura scores right here. Judel with the drop. Slight adjustment for Judel Netura. Now she's on deck to serve. Earlier, she committed a service error. Now she serves well. Reca Blanca denied by Estrelier. So Letran with 2 straight points, 1 off an attack and 1 off a kill block. Again, Judel. Oh! Wow, Nicole Ong. We've seen several spicy hits. This one's the spiciest so far. Nicole Ong. Now she serves. Nat choosing Martin. Push! Down the middle.
Hindi nagkaintindihan.
Yan Martin.
Oo.
Yeah.
Bukas na bukas yung gitna ng depensa nila. Campfire.
11 all. Still toe-to-toe here in the second set. Nice save. Reca Blanca. Nagawan pa ng paraan. Martin from the back row. Gavita. Over to Raisa here. Wow, that is one tight angle taken by Raisa.
And that was a good hit. Wasn't the strongest, but tipped just enough to land on the back. Pectus eh. Pilipit yung pectus.
Dinireksyon niya gamit yung flick ng wrist eh. 12-11. Napal answers for Letran. Close again here in the second set. Napal will begin from behind. Pump up over to Reca Blanca off the block. Buhay. Gia. Reca Blanca. Pasang-basa yung ginawa niya ni De La Cruz. Pero may humawak sa net.
Net touch daw. Sabi ng ating official, tingnan natin off this net touch. Ever so slightly. Mukhang si De La Cruz. Okay na,
challenge yung Mapua eh. Puntos nila.
Okay na. Miss com ng coaches. Na-award na. Akala nila napunta sa Letran yung puntos.
Makilang on the second jump.
Going on this downhill hit. Going down the line.
Incredible performance off the bench for Gia Makilang.
Yun lang. Service error.
Wrong contact on the ball. Dun sa serve na yun para kay Estrelier.
Feliz Manalo serving.
Ito na, si Tere Manalo. Solid in the middle as well. Better first ball. Backs it for Judel. She is sent back. One more time here for Nitura. This time gets the better of Garcia.
Yep, getting checked.
Tura.
But no worries. Ando doon yung talaga pumalo.
Yeah. Again, di pwedeng isa lang. Ang ibato mo dyan kay Nitura. Davika to Nicole. Back on Letran's side. Underhand setup. Gavika to Freyan!
Bounce ball
Garcia.
for Freyan Garcia. And just finding a crease. Hindi nahug yung gilid ng net.
Serving.
It's going down the line and a bounce ball.
Yeah. That's great recognition for
yep.
Garcia. Kasi covered yung cross court. 15-14. Gavika. Back row attack. This is over. Passed and Martin. Regalo. Ayun na. Yen Martin taking care of business at the net. 15 apiece. Bustes brings it to Gavika. Nicolong. Letran keeps it in play. Gavika. Binigay naman kay Kabadin. Not choosing Yen. De La Cruz to Judel. And Nitura sends it away. Letran.
Point for Letran.
First to 16 points. But di na itutuloy ng Mapua ang challenge. Naghahanap sila ng
Double contact.
double contact. Punta muna tayo sa ating break.
Hello mga kapuso, this is Glycel Galpo at ngayong araw ay nandito tayo sa baluarte ng mga general sa Paco, Manila to witness their pep rally as a show of support for the EAC Generals for the upcoming and much awaited historical NCAA Season 100.
Sobra kaming naghanda ngayong season.
You know, talk about a back and forth affair here in set number 2. Nagpapalitan lang ng puntos yung magkabilang panig natin, Coach.
Alternating lang. And we're tied. It's 16-15 right now.
Yeah.
With that last attack by Letran. So quick switch dito. Martin out. Sari in. So ito na, heavy hitters. Makilang, Sari, and Nitura. With the two middle blockers and si Estrelier.
That's the front line. Tangkad ng front line itong Letran. Confusion. Will result to a free ball here. Vanessa Sari
Welcome back.
produces right away.
So, fresh off the bench, she was warming up earlier, getting that attack, getting that point. Lalakas pa tong si Sari. Magiging athletic pa to. She could add a few more inches to her vert.
So much promise.
Pagka isang buong off-season yan, yun lang.
Attacker.
Gigil. Easy over na dapat.
So, na-establish na ng Letran yung 2-point lead na ibalik ng Mapua.
Garcia.
16-17. Freyan. Set up. Pop up. Garcia. Soft push. They go to Judel. Want to adjust. Oh, Nicolong. Back to Judel. Rebustes with the coverage. It is a chance ball though Not to Vanessa. Too strong. And there's a check.
Check ball. May check ball.
Vanessa Sari.
So a little bit more breathing room para sa Letran. So ito, mabilis yung second set natin. Fast and furious yung palitan ng puntos nitong dalawang teams na to. Making up for lost time.
Oh! Napal. Working with the tip. It is a 3-point lead for the Letran Lady Knights. Their biggest so far. Napal. Iniwas kay Rica Blanca.
So tumatayo lang tayo dun sa rap. Iba yung kasi naka-ready sa nakatayo. Okay, ano ba? Ready block. Sino ba yung spiker? Identify kung sino yung spiker, then ready sa block. Ilan ang spiker ngayon? Dalawa lang. O, dapat naka-ready kayo dun. Ano bang ginagawa? Inangat na yung kamay, nilalagay lang, basa lang, tapos galaw lang tayo ng galaw. Kuha lang ng kuha. Lumalayo, tatlo na yan. Dikit natin yan. Dikit natin yan.
Yan, nagkakalapses kasi sa blocking. Pati na rin yung movement nitong blockers ng Mapua.
Ang hirap naman kasi. Ako I'm putting myself in the shoes of the blockers ng Mapua. Si-shift ako sa kaliwa ni Tura. Pag shift ko sa kanan, Sari. Yung middles pa, ang liliksi. Tapos mahusay yung setter nila. Underrated doon si Estrelier. Pero dito may sagot ang Mapua.
That's the
Pet
right
play. Pet play. You always go back to that middle. Hanggat hindi na susolusyonan, tama lang ng puntahan.
And that's the right play. Quick execution after a timeout. Question is though, can they sustain? Because Letran has found their groove here in the second set. They go back to Vanessa. Cross court. Straight to the corner.
Definitely a faster set. Itong second set natin with Letran trying to impose their will.
Again, opening set lasted for 48 minutes.
Hindi naman tayo nagmamadali
Di
dito.
naman.
Hindi tayo nagmamadali.
We've had sets last for 20 minutes. Just for context. As we see Napal, tips it. Yeah, she tips it in.
Exactly. But my longest game that I covered was the men's game ng Arellano and Mapua.
Ooh.
That was definitely the longest game that I covered. We started 5:30 tapos kami mga 8:50. 8 to 8:30 kami ni Anton. This was when we were covering the men's game for livestream sa San Andres.
Pati
yung mahaba. Tapos ang haba ng rally, ng lakas ng palo. Pati yung crowd ni Bertal tsaka ni Barbie na mga kasama, napahagod.
Actually, crowd favorites pala yan. As we see, Vanessa Sari.
Making up for lost time. When she sat, it's like a potent to, may makilang pa. So, very, very potent na offense.
Nakatapat sa'yo o hindi. Diba? Bata, agawin. So, kailangan yung trust nyo doon sa kasama nyo na andun dapat. Magtiwala kayo sa kasama nyo na kayang gawin yung mga ganun. So, hindi na dapat natutumbayin. Easy ball na lang dapat yun. Sino nasa harapan? Tatlo? Sige. So, pasukan mo na maganda. Discarte ka na doon, Jem.
Let's go, let's go!
Si Coach Aying emphasizing trust dun sa mga kakampi. As we see here, the back and forth again, Letran has
7-2 run.
Taken over here in the late stretch of the second frame. 7-2 run for the Lady Knights. 22-17. Quick attack. Pinasok na dito si Yabut. Makilang. Back row. Judel breaks through.
Pasag yung depensa. Hindi nga nakakapagod shifting from one side to the other. Tapos parehas na wing attackers, very efficient. Again, they are top 3. Nitura and Sari when it comes to scoring. And they're off the bench, relegated, bumaba si Gia Makilang providing. And she was one of our top players last season.
Yeah, she could easily be one of the top scorers in the league.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pero mas importante sa kanila, manalo.
So many, you're right, potent options as Yabut.
Yabut.
Scores her first point of the match. Palitan ng tao para kay Coach Aying Esteban. Inserting Yabut here in the second set.
Akala ko meron siyang wristband.
Yan. Ooh. Ink.
Ink pala yun.
Okay, may challenge.
Video challenge request by the Lady Knights. Net touch.
Tignan natin. Challenge to mula sa side ng Letran. And they like the stoppage here to prevent any momentum from Mapua's side. What a battle so far. Again, they're number 2 and number 3 right now. So, if the Final Four started today, sila ang
Sila
maghaharap.
magkatapat.
And again,
Pero po pwede rin sila ang magkatapat. And if Letran ends up at number 1 and Mapua loses, they are number 4.
Number 4, no? You're right. You're right. So this could easily be a Final Four preview.
Parang yun na yun. Nakalock in na yata yung matchup. Di ko lang alam Kailangan natin ma-check sa stats natin na if Letran wins, will they end up at number 1? Because Mapua will end up at number 4. Yeah. So, ang Arellano is at number 3. Sila ang nag-aantay kung sinong makakalaban nila. Will it be
Letran or Pinilog?
Pinilog or Letran? Iba kasi ang scoring sa sa volleyball.
Ang consideration muna natin yung points. Yun sa matches nila, number of sets. Tapos, if we have a tie, yung points muna. And then, pag tabla pa rin, after the points criteria, pupunta naman tayo sa head-to-head nila. Okay. So, in that head-to-head, abante ang Letran sa Binil because they swept the Lady Blazers in the first round. Let's see if there was a touch. We're looking at Yabut on this put down. Here she is.
Net touch, no.
No touch.
Challenge successful.
So, all right. Because Letran was the one who challenged it. Net touch ang challenge nila. Tapos walang net touch na nakita sa screen natin. So it should be unsuccessful. Yeah, that's what Coach Aying is contesting. This is an extended pause already.
Yep. Dapat challenge unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful. Okay, so Coach Aying is contesting pala. Kasi ang verdict pala ng ating official ay replay. So they won't grant Mapua the point.
Dapat, kasi naka-point si Yabut.
Yabut, yeah.
Tapos challenge. Na-count na ba yung point ni Yabut? Dapat counted na yun. Kasi naka-score siya Naka-score siya, so that counts. And replay, bola nila. Dapat ganun. Challenge yung previous play.
Opo, binigay ko sa inyo, di ba? Nag-challenge sila. Walang net touch na nangyari. So,
pero puntos na, bigay nyo na po sa amin yung
replay
puntos.
Na po yung replay. Sige na.
Sir, bumagsak na po yung bola.
Yeah.
Kinoli na po na amin yung bola.
Yeah,
tinawag ko net touch. Okay?
Sir, wala ka na.
Tinawag ko net. Kaya nga na sila nag-challenge ng net touch
Okay. So ang initial na tawag pala.
Kasi ang pagkakaintindi rin natin, nung pagpalo ni Yabut, puntos.
Sige. Ang tinawag na net touch
against Letran.
Was against Letran.
So challenge ang Letran. Kasi tumawag daw ang official ng net touch, hindi off the kill. Kasi tayo nakita natin is the kill ni Yabut. So ang sinasabi ng Mapua is dapat ma-award ang points sa kanila.
Yeah. So dahil ang verdict pala kanina, net touch against Letran. Challenge ng Letran. So walang net touch. So kaya challenge successful yung pinakita kanina. Okay. And it's gonna be a replay of the point. Gavika. Rica Blanca takes it back.
Yan, malinaw. Malinaw. Bumagsak yung bola.
Raisa Rica Blanca with a swing. Only one blocker in front of her. Makilang flies in.
Ganda ng buwelo ni Gia of that hit.
24-18 Letran. Is that set point?
Yep, set point.
Gia Makilang. Off the bench production. Marjorie Napal with a nice serve. Here's a chance for Letran. Oh. Raisa. Tatawid lang. Not choosing Gia, who ends set number 2.
So sweet spot again. Watch the footwork. Right, left. Elevate.
Down the line on the finish for Gia Makilang. And Letran equalizes the match.
What is up mga ka-NCAA? Ako po si Christine San Agustin. Samahan po ninyo ako dito sa Mapua University para saksihan ang kanilang pep rally bilang suporta syempre sa kanilang mga atleta na ready nang sumabak sa NCAA Season 100. Let's go! So, kamusta naman ang mga preparations nyo for Season 100? Ikaw, Clint?
Naging maganda naman yung off-season namin kasi may mga overseas tournaments kami, practices kami like Japan and Indonesia. So nakatulong yun sa team chemistry namin.
Ayun po, nagpapahinga po kami bago mag-training. Pahinga, matulog. At saka always training lang po para makamit po namin yung goal namin ngayong season 100.
Yung last season namin is meaningful and doon kami kukuha ng inspiration para mas maging better ang team namin next season, this upcoming season 100 ng NCAA.
I think
Welcome back to our coverage. This is NCAA Season 100 on Heart of Asia. Letran Lady Knights retaliating in that second set. A comfortable win para dito sa Letran Coach Hammer, but still that set lasted for 31 minutes.
Yeah, mahaba yung set na yon, but Letran being able to key in and the more regular rotation of attackers with Makilang, Sari, and si Nitura, they were being fed properly by Estrelier.
Will it stick for Letran? Because again, in the last few games off the bench, itong si Gia Makilang, and she has shown us in this game alone with, playoff atmosphere, Final Four atmosphere, she can produce and perform for her team. She now has 13 points and that's all coming off the bench.
So the discrepancy of attacks +8, yan lang po ang pag-uusapan natin. Huwag na natin tignan yung mga ibang numero. They won by 7 points. Yeah. They were ahead by 8 attacks. So simple as that. This is an aggressive team, and if the ace attackers are there, 1A, 1B, 1C na nga to eh.
Yeah.
Because you have 2 of the top 3 scorers of the league, top 3 attackers on that front line, and then Gia Makilang is one of our better scorers in season 99. So yan yung advantage talaga nila.
All right, this is
good shot,
a great shot of our volleyball as we take a look at the sequence in set number 2. Letran getting the job done. That's a nice closeout performance
7 out of
by
the
the Lady
last
Knights.
9 points scored by Letran with a 4-0 attack, propelling them to that win. Tama ba ang bilang ko? Tama. 8-2.
And this is the Letran team that we know.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they take control of a game. They dictate the tempo.
Yep. And their tempo is aggression. They would wear you out blocking.
Yeah.
That's to say the least. Kaya pinaka the best na if you're a team, if you're constructing a team against Letran, kailangan may mga matatangkad ka na opposite at saka open na athletic that can continuously challenge on the net game. Tsaka kailangan matangkad din yung setter mo. Para pag nagro-rotate sa harap, kaya din blow up.
Yun ang nangyari sa laban ng Letran at Benil.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Kaya nahirapan ng Letran in the finals last year kasi matangkad din yung setter ng Benil.
So, we start off with a quick from Nicole Ong and Mapua. And Letran are all tied up 1 set apiece after 2 sets. Ong with a quick wind-up. Lady Cardinals got the first set, 36-34. Letran coming right back with a 25-18 set. Gia Makirang unable to get to it.
Too high of a set for Gia. Missed time set.
That was a difficult position as well from Estrelier kasi underhand na, patalikod pa. Oh, service error against Freya Garcia. And both teams have done a great job on limiting their errors. Mapua only had 2 errors in that third set, or in that second set. De La Cruz. Sari. That one bounced off the hands of the blockers. Eto na, si Rica Blanca.
That's a check ball.
Rica Blanca.
So, she's back on this side.
Mas may, she's comfortable.
Ito na, si Nicole Ong. Back set here for Nitura. Sa kabila naman, Rica Blanca. Sari.
Single coverage.
Set back. Nitura. Tavika was there. Rica Blanca tries again. Too strong. So that's an attack error. I thought Coach Hayden will challenge.
Tinitignan ko kung challenge nila kasi sinasabi ni Raisa may check.
So 2-3. De La Cruz. Rebustes unable to get to it. It's an ace. And this is Letran's identity. Best serving team.
Aggressive. Maatake. And yung hindi lang para maipasok yung bola yung mga serve nila eh. Para pumuntos. Kaya you're on your toes.
Yeah.
Isa pa.
Wow! Back-to-back aces unleashed by De La Cruz.
Saka na-adjust yung mga serve nila. No? Usually, pagka yung mga service medyo palobo, hindi yung patusok na patusok. Kanila flat. And a handful of them adjusted their serves. You know, flat yung serve nila.
This time, a better job from Cabadin. Raisa Rica Blanca bails them out.
So attacking off the other side naman. Kabilaan.
Magkabila na. Tama. Ito si Raisa Rica Blanca. Where Cabadin will be tasked to serve. So Mapua will have Manalo and Rica Blanca in front. Sari. Back to Raisa. Rica Blanca scores again.
Pag nakakakuha siya ng magandang set, alam niya yung gagawin niya. Lalo na pag yung mga nandun sa attacking spots na, tingnan mo. It's right there. She knows how to time it. She's athletic enough to hit it hard, but she knows how to vary her hits.
15 points now for Raisa Rica Blanca. Now over her average in the season at 13.6. Oh, that's an ace.
Services.
Correct, Cabadin. And we're seeing Mapua recover and take control here in the third. Kabadin. Nat. Napal! That's a good flow from Letran in response to what Mapua is doing.
Oo, kailangan ng Letran dito ngayon mag-fabricate ng points. Kasi yung Mapua nakakasabay sa mga attacks nila to start off the set. Kahit nung dalawang nakalipas na set, gano'n eh. Nagpapalitan sila ng mga atake. Kasi attacking team na rin tong Mapua na de-develop na nila. Especially with the development of Jem Gavika.
Yeah.
Tsaka intaktong team pala na to. Kasi yung mga attackers sila, mga bata pa. So may chance pa na maglaro ng mas matagal magkakasama. And then they would have the Final Four experiences here. So might be a team to watch out for.
Yeah. Definitely. And again, ito yung isa sa mga team na nagamit yung 2 rounds natin.
Exactly.
Ng ideally. Because they had a good start to the season. They were getting wins kahit hindi pa sila masyado gel.
Oo.
Yeah.
Pagalingan lang eh.
Yeah.
Eh ngayon, mapipilitan ka talagang matutong bumasa, matutong maglaro within the system.
Yeah.
Kasi mahaba lahat, masa-scout eh.
2 straight from Letran. And we're all tied up again.
Ang kailangan lang nito ng Mapua, finisher.
Yeah.
Kailangan meron kang people's elbow na baon eh. Pantapos mo sa laban eh, di ba? Okay ba? People's elbow.
People's elbow, finisher talaga.
Hindi naman pa Swanton mo. Matardi eh.
Tombstone? Okay.
Kailangan eh. Kasi pagka-endgame, doon sila nagkakaroon na parang, teka, sino tatapos?
Yeah. Lalo pag puporsyento na rin si Jem Gavika. Here's a long rally. Gavika with a 1-2. Nabasa na ni Silva. Wow, what a drop coming from Sari.
Kala ko bitin.
Slow on the approach, but the right execution. Timeout tayo dito, and then Kayla Afable will bring us another report.
What is up mga ka-NCAA? My name is Christine San Agustin and today we are here at the San Sebastian College Recoletos to witness their pep rally for this season. Kakamustahin po natin ang kanilang mga atleta kung paano nga ba sila naghanda para sa NCAA Season 100. Kaya tara, samahan niyo po ako.
We've been preparing for this season, knowing that this is a special season, Season 100. And I think everybody...
Women's volleyball tournament, you'd expect that the Lady Cardinals would be under much pressure to deliver, especially having to recover from that shaky second set. But for veteran middle blocker Nicole Ong, she believes that the team is brushing off all pressure today and focusing on what they need to do right now. She also added that the players need to capitalize on their strengths para magampanan yung mga role nila. Before the start of this set, the Lady Cardinals were told to bring back their variation in attacks. Coach Aying Esteban called out the team for being too scared of making mistakes. Ika nga niya, dahil sa takot na magkamali, mas magkakamali kayo. All from courtside, back to you, Martin and Coach Hammer.
Maraming salamat, Kayla Afable. Well, that happens during the late stretches of a set. Kasi yung gitna,
Okay
yeah.
sila eh. Kaya nila sumabay, pero yung pagkakatatapusin na, yung hesitation, pag nag-hesitate ka kasi, yun yung nakakadali sa'yo. So, if you're going to swing for the fences.
This is now 4-0 for Letran to take a 2-point lead. Now Mapua is starting to make some errors. By the way, libero battle. Silva with a double-double already. 10 digs, 10 excellent receptions.
Automatic yan eh. Day in, day out.
Pero si Ribusas di nagpapahuli. 12 digs and 5 receptions. But right now, if you look at the stats, Silva has a huge chance of winning back-to-back best liberos for NCAA.
Wala pa tayong nag-MVP na libero.
Wala pa.
Yun eh. Kasi pag yung mga ganyan ka-efficient yung numbers mo, mapapaisip din yung mga, teka, what does this, anong nagpapatakbo sa team na to? Kasi,
the reason why...
kampante kang umatake. Kasi kahit may counter-attack, hindi. Meron kaming backline na kaya-kayang i-cover yan.
And one of the reasons why Letran is a top offensive team, kaya overwhelming
First
yung mga
ball.
attacks sila. Laging maganda. First ball. And again, even in the transition plays, Silva has been cleaning the floor. Look at that. The pop-up. Makilang.
Diba?
Through. Yeah. Ito si Sari. Binigay kay Estrelier. Quick. Nitura was there. Estrelier. Her turn to swing.
Yep. Di nakuha sa 1-2. Pinaluan. Ni Nat Estrelier. So there's now a 5-point lead.
7 unanswered points for Letran. Timeout, Coach Ying.
Puro error ka na dun eh. Gawa mo naman ng paraan. Ginagawa ng paraan ng kasama mo eh. Maging consistent ka naman dun sa tama. Huwag mo consistent dun sa mali. Pinipilit mo na pinipilit, sinasara na nila eh. Aatake ka, umatake ka ng malakas. Di ba? So, receive lang tayo. Nagsisimula lahat sa receive na maganda. Saka tayo matake. Lumalayo na sila ng lumalayo.
Yeah, gusto lang ni Coach Ying. As we see here, a big run mounted here by the Lady Knights. 7 straight points.
Sunod-sunod to.
12, service, 7.
And Coach Ying wants Freyan to react better to what the defense is giving her. Ito na, si Freyan Garcia. Check pa rin. Back row hit. Silva still there. Gia Makilang.
So now the pressure is on. Dire-diretso na itong atake ng Letran. They started iffy eh. And when they inserted Gia Makilang, okay, back to the regular pecking order tayo.
She was the one who restored order for the Letran Lady Knights.
Provided chaos para sa Mapua.
Okay, Manarang is inserted here by Coach Ying. So, he is now starting to roll out his lineup. Napal. Kabadin. Sari.
Uy, nabitin lang. Good look trying to swipe it to the right side.
Good intention again for Sari, but...
Nabitin lang, ang layo nung talon niya eh.
Kung diretso yun, umabot yun.
Yep.
Yeah.
On deck to serve, Yabut.
Drop it there.
Yeah. Bukas eh. Yabut. Oh, it's a good serve. Makilang. Wow! He is just having her way against Mapua.
Saka yung pagkakaset nga dito, galing pa kay Lara Silva from a underhand back sit.
Yeah. Those two know each other well.
Champion sa beach volley.
Oh! This is a nice swing. Pero buhay pa. Teka lang. Mapua has a chance to set things up again. Manarang chooses Ong! That delay worked perfectly for Mapua.
Pati tayo napikean eh. On that delay, slide cancel.
Go long.
She'll take it.
Yeah, of course. Manarang. Estrelier!
A little bit more demonstrative. This set to si Nat Estrelier. 2 out of 3 attempts.
Yeah.
Nakakuha ng puntos.
Nat again with a dump. 15-9. Sharp serve. Back-to-back points for Natalie Estrelier. And Letran establishes a commanding lead. 16-9. Natalie Estrelier leading the way. Let's go to this break.
What is up mga ka-NCAA? Ako po si Christine Sanagustin. Kahit anong bagyo ay susuungin para lang mabisita ang mga atleta natin ngayong araw. Nandito tayo sa University of Perpetual Health System Data para syempre suportahan ng ating mga atleta at panoorin ang kanilang pep rally. Stage is ready. Let's give it up for our athletes.
ganda ng mga performances actually. Nagulat ako, matagal na nilang pinapagandaan to and perfect naman lahat.
Saan ka ba mas kinabahan? Yung performance nyo kanina o yung first game nyo sa season 1?
Mas kinabahan po ako sa performance namin kanina. Kasi minsan lang po kami nasayaw as a team.
Dahil minsan lang.
Right now, on
Humming.
an 11-2 run. Not gonna work. Judel. Repostes. Mula sa likod. Kept alive by Gia and it results to a point for Nitura.
Big plays. Hustle plays. Para dito, scramble na to. Out of system. But again, that second ball, ma-pop up mo lang yan.
That's the important thing for Letran.
Ma-pop up mo lang yan. They will find a way.
Back set for Kabadin. Nitura down the line this time.
Middle blocker setting up, no problem. No problem.
And Letran, is fully alive.
Yep.
Energetic.
It's nice to see Judel having her breakout here.
Yeah.
Kasi yung pagdating niya rito, ang taas ng expectations natin sa kanya. Then there was a coaching change last season, nag-a-adjust siya. Ito talaga yung definitely her breakout year.
That's right.
And still has one more playing year.
She has found her role and her identity here in Letran.
Tsaka mas, mas maganda yung approach niya sa mga palo, hindi pilit.
Yeah. Ito. Outside lang. That's on the open side for Judel. She had to switch up. But Letran with a big lead here in the third. Estrelier choosing Makilang. She knew what to do.
So ito na yung mga percentage plays. Ito naman yung kailangan matutunan ni Estrelier. Yung mga, percentage plays on this spot, kanino ko dadalhin. Kasi sa sobrang dami na options. Now, it's dealer's choice na eh. Kung na yung dealer eh. You have a pocket full of aces, paano mo gagamitin yan?
Yeah. Dami niyang pwedeng pagpilian.
Daming options eh.
Yeah. So, a challenge for the Mapua Lady Cardinals. Foot fault challenge. Let's see where Makilang took off. This is an opportunity for Coach O to talk to his team. Mapua gathering right here, right in the middle of their side. Foot fault.
We'll see. Stepping on the line.
Stepping on the line, ano? Mula sa likod siya.
Stepping yan, stepping.
Stepping by the stepping. Okay, 18-11. This is Letran trying to make quick work of Mapua. If you guys just tuned in, this is the second to the last day ng ating elimination round. We got two games today. Mamaya po, 2:30 p.m. It's gonna be San Pedro versus Perpetual. Both teams out of the race already, but will battle for school pride and opportunity as well for the younger ones maybe to take action. Friday, we have one more game between LPU and Pinil. And then, we'll know who'll make it.
Yep.
And alam na pala natin kung sino mag-Final Four. Pero paano yung final standing? Okay, meron bang foot fault? Yan ang katanungan. Okay. Yeah, I don't think so. Kailangan yung foot fully on the other side. Ito. Yeah. Or, kasi center line fault yun.
Yeah.
Ang gusto ba nila coach sa likod?
Backline. Tingnan natin.
Interesting. We've had interesting challenges in this game. Nagre-react ang Mapua Lady Cardinals. it's gonna be Letran's point. So, the call will stick. Unsuccessful challenge for Mapua. Gia Makilang, you're seeing her numbers. 15 off the bench. Rica Blanca, much needed for Mapua.
They needed to, they need that for them to fight back. Dito sa larong to, yung efficiency nila ng attacks went down here after starting with 4-0 advantage when it comes to attacks. Laging ganun eh, strong starting team.
Wow!
4 points, 4 of the last 5 points coming off attacks in Itura.
20-12. Letran is ahead comfortably here. De La Cruz will start.
Yun na naman yung flat serve nila.
Nahihirapan yung first ball ng Mapua. Teka lang.
Double contact.
Yeah. That's an infraction against Letran. So Mapua gets a breather. Pero kung gustong kumapit ng Mapua, it should start now. Okay, Nat, having a word with our first referee. That's Antonio Espartero. Si Larry Escorial naman ang ating second referee today. Sinapalang kumuha nung second ball. And Sari gets the check.
No problem. Ilang beses na yan. Kanina si Royce De La Cruz nag-overhead set. Si Lara Silva, of course, underhand back set. So as you bring it to the attackers, they will find a way.
Yeah.
They will find a way.
Again, it is important to have creative attackers on your side just in case the setter doesn't get it on the second ball.
And it doesn't hurt to grab two of the top 3 scorers.
That's right.
On your front line on that rotation.
Makilang now at the back. Sari is rejected.
Clean block by Yabut. So finally, she gets her point.
And she loved this kill block. It was against the top scorer of the league.
He's with emotion. I like this kid.
Yeah. Ano siya, may swag.
Oh, tsaka laro siya.
Good pick up again from Gia. Colendra through the block.
Breaking down the defender. And si Colendra, pag pinapasok, she does well.
Kargado pumalo.
At saka kargado, and she knows where she can be very effective. Hindi siya nag-veer away dun sa mga palo na hindi niya usually ginagawa.
Yeah. Ooh, what a serve. Almost an overpass. Tinawid na lang ni Manarang. Eto na si Napal. Tumayaw. This time choosing Colendra. Pancake by Gakula. It's on the side of Letran. Gia Makilang. Outside.
Going to wide on that attack was Gia. Trying to put a little bit more power on that hit.
15. 22.
15 in favor of Letran.
It is Yabut now.
Yabut.
On deck to serve.
That's a good game. No? Good game yung dalawang team.
Yeah.
Service ace.
Service ace.
Everybody's happy for her. I am happy for her. Not getting a lot of minutes this season, but getting a good account of herself dito in their final game in regular season.
Yeah.
Yan yung mga pwedeng mag-start ng something for you. Matitignan ka ng coaches moving forward.
Ano to quality minutes, substantial minutes on the floor.
Yeah. A rookie, no?
Legit first year.
Yep.
Rookie from Baliwag, Bulacan. Ayan. Oh, masyado malakas. Off rhythm ngayon. Itong Mapua Lady Cardinals, Letran threatening to take a 2-1 lead. They are 1 point away from doing that.
So dito may chance mag-experiment yung coaches. Yung pasok ka na sa Final Four, meaningful yung reps, malakas yung kalaban, bigyan mo ng chance yung mga mas bata mong players to just get their feet wet. Kasi iba yan eh, pagka may tambol na, tapos lahat hype.
Yeah.
Yun yung ako, personally, that was the biggest difference.
May intimidation factor talaga. Yung other
Saka iba,
external elements na yun.
Pag punong-puno yung gym.
Yeah.
Lalo ko yung first game ko ng ANC, yung pagpasok ko na parang, uy, teka lang. Sanay ako na pamilya lang yung nanonood. Pagpasok mo, puno yung araneta. Lalo pag mga finals games.
Dalawa lang yan. It's either you embrace it or you fold. But this time, Letran takes care of business. It was a cruise for the number 2 team in the league. Lady Knights surge ahead in the match. Royce de la Cruz ending set number 3. Here's our score. 25-17 win for Letran. Magbabalik po kami.
Hello mga kapuso, this is Glycel Galpo at ngayong araw ay nandito tayo sa Jose Rizal University sa Mandaluyong to witness their pep rally as a show of support for the JRU Bombers. Kaya naman tara at samahan niyo ako.
Lahat maganda yung presentasyon ng mga bawat atleta, no? Pero ang pinaka-paborito ko is how we brought joy to the JRU community. We are united and for sure, we will all support the athletes of Jose Rizal University here in Season 100.
Nakabalik kami dito ulit. Nakatungtong kami kung saan kami galing.
Set 3 highlights with this matchup of the Mapua Lady Cardinals and the Letran Lady Knights. Of course, the Lady Knights taking care of business in the third set with a lot of efficient attacks and control on floor defense. Maganda ang dinipensa ng Letran. Karamihan dito ng kanilang puntos nang galing sa mga atake. As we see Vanessa Sari off that backline attack na sinagot ni Nicole Ong with that quick attack on the middle. Nitura having a very good third set, scoring more than 4 points in a juncture. Dire-diretso silang nakakuha ng puntos and towards the end of set number 3, Mapua was able to get a little bit of light dyan sa dulo ng tunnel, but in the end, it was Letran taking care of business and finding ways to score with their attackers. Clear discrepancy pagdating sa ating mga atake. +9 ang Letran. Napakataas yan. And that's, again, more than the total point lead na meron sila. Dikit lang sila with aces and errors. But again, it's attacking. +9 ang Letran. So, it's the volume of attacks na nakukuha nila from, again, the depth of attackers na meron sila.
And this is how we ended set number 3. Again, Letran got the job done. 25-17. Couple of points towards the end game there. Nakabalik ng konti ang Mapua. But again, Letran has done a great job in fending them off.
Yeah. And Letran has been splendid, to say the least, controlling that first ball. And not only Lara Silva, she is the focal point. But make no mistake about it, pag nasa likod, si Nitura, she is proficient enough. And si Makilang. Makilang is underrated when it comes to Dixon reception.
So set number 4. Mapua will try to force an extension. Letran has a chance to take the match here. Kavika choosing Freyan. Breaking her silence.
Here we go. It's again the strong start of Mapua. Kasi hindi ka lang pwedeng strong starter eh. Kailangan all throughout the set. You have to start strong, sustain that strength, and you finish stronger sa dulo.
Especially here in the fourth
Oh
set.
yeah, especially papasok na ng Final Four.
Yan. And you have to earn it against Letran. But this will not help.
And they would let you earn it.
Yeah.
You have to grind it out. Especially against, ito, yung mga kasama nila sa Final Four. Arellano, tough out. Tough out.
Yeah.
The season sobrang tough out with the re-emergence of Laika Tudlasan. Laking bagay. Tapos, itong
Re-emergence, pati si Padillon.
Oo.
Yeah.
May Padillon. Ngayon lang talaga siya naka-breakthrough din dahil she has been battling injuries the past few years. Na season 98 beach volleyball, medyo may iniinda siya. 99 indoor volleyball, may iniinda. Ngayon lang siya naging healthy talaga.
So, it will be a good battle.
Oh yeah.
In the next round.
Oh, yeah.
So, abangan niyo po yan. Hindi lang sa women's division, Azkaban.
Kanina pa niya inaantay na makapalo siya ng malinis eh.
Ayun, no? Alam mo yung...
Expressive. Very expressive.
Yun yung ano... Umira.
Animated.
Oh, yan. Animated.
Okay na tayo dyan. Pagpalo pa lang niya, alam na niya eh.
Yeah. Felt good after that. Ito na. Backs it. Oh, Netura retaliates.
Even yung mga placement hits neto ni Netura, solid eh. She improved her game a lot. And it's nice to see na she's finally breaking through with the expectations that were placed on upon her when she transferred.
She, really sharpened her tools in the
Kung gumaling
offseason.
kay Coach O, ewan ko na lang.
Yeah. At pinagtiwalaan din siya. Na
Detail-oriented.
Isa sa mga scorer nitong Letran. Ito naman, si Rica Blanca going long. Again, Silva somehow keeps it in play. Rally continues. Rica Blanca off the hands. No. The swing by Estrelier. Dug up. Ito na. Si Cabadin. Greg Cabadin drops it in.
Getting another point at the expense of Gia Makilang.
Look at this. Greg Cabadin. Her second point.
Pero okay itong Gawika. Ako sinada ko itong maging setter. Ang galing niya mag-vary din ng mga pupuntahan. Kahit mahihinog pa yung mga pumapalo eh. Pero her ball placement.
And again, this is a rookie setter on Mapua's Napal. Answers for Letran.
Ito, mapikat din pumalo pag nakabulat sa gitna. The first game that I watched, yung naglaro sila sa San Pedro, kalaban nga nila itong Mapua. May isa siyang palo na sobrang solid na parang,
Nagulat ka.
Nagulat talaga ako kasi different eh. Different to na middle para sa kanila.
Pero para sa Mapua, ang pinupuntahan ni Gavika, Greg Cabadin!
Tatlo na yan sa set na to. Naglaro, Gina G din pumalo eh.
Again, she was the one who replaced Nadine Berces in the lineup.
Napapadasal si coach eh. Pagka papalo, sana ma-check ball kasi ang lakas pumalo talaga eh.
Yeah. This is an error on Letran. 5-4.
5 serving 4.
Greg Cabadin. Setup. Makilang!
Gia Makilang.
Such a sharp hit by Gia Makilang. Textbook form, going down the line, downhill, full speed.
What a start to the fourth set. Greg Cabadin, siya yung mainit. Makilang, back-to-back for Gia.
Napapailing ako eh. Kasi kita mo na yung buwelo niya eh. Whenever an attacker gets to that launch pad, 1-2 step for right-handed attackers dito sa left side, for left-handed attackers on the right side. Kasi laging yung strong leg, weak leg, and then jump 2 feet. Yari ka doon pag nakabuelo.
Struggle pa rin itong si Freyan Garcia.
She started well.
She did.
But as the game wore on, medyo bumababa yung efficiency niya, which is it's going to be developed as you play. Alam mo kung paano i-manage yung energy mo.
Yeah.
Is that Yabot? Oh no, it's
Gavica.
Gavica.
Right down the middle for Jem Gavica.
Napatungan niya kasi nakita ko papalanding na si Yabot eh.
So Mapua is fighting back here. Again, also great to see Mapua back in the Final Four.
I'm a fan of this setter.
Oh, Gia Makilang though will not be denied. She brings us to our first technical timeout on the other side of the break as we take a look at another Gia attack. Kayla Afable will bring her report after the break.
Hello mga kapuso, this is Glycel Galpo at ngayong araw ay nandito tayo sa Jose Rizal University sa Mandaluyong to witness their pep rally as a show of support for the JRU Bombers. Kaya naman tara at samahan niyo ako.
Lahat maganda yung presentasyon ng mga bawat atleta, no? Pero ang pinaka-paborito ko is how we brought joy to the...
Watching the NCAA Season 100 Women's Volleyball Tournament. Since the second set loss, Coach Aying Esteban has been reprimanding the Lady Cardinals for their errors. Their inability to regain control of the game has been a result of their carelessness. Coach Aying repeated multiple times before this set that they need this win. Kung mag-extend man, kakayanin na. Given that this is clutch time, he cannot allow any of his players to be discouraged. Always play with power, keep your head up, and maintain floor coverage when necessary. All for now, back to you, Martin and Coach Hammer.
Thank you so much, Kayla Afable. Necessary adjustments for Coach Aying Esteban. And now their backs are against the wall as they are facing losing this game. A loss against Letran. And Gia Makilang is on a roll. She is on fire.
Yep.
9-6 now for Letran. Estrelier ends it.
Second service error ni Nat Estrelier in this game. Something that we are not accustomed to seeing from this Letran squad.
And if you're Mapua, you know, you're battling rather for a better position. Yabut commits the error. Yesterday, Arellano got the job done, kahit 5 sets against LPU to move ahead. Now it's Mapua's turn to respond. This is a slightly more difficult task because it's against Letran. But the Lady Cardinals, let's see if they are up for the challenge. Makilang though.
Back error.
Wala naman sa likod. Yeah. 8-10.
Gavica serving.
This is Gavica now. Back on the service line. Maalala natin, last season, itong Mapua just missed out on the Final Four.
Late run sila eh.
Because they were tied with the number 4 team in terms of standings. Pero dun na sa quotient, dun na natalo.
Kill block here on the window by Nicolong. Kaya importante you take care of business eh. Ipon ka na ng panalo agad. Kung kaya mong i-sweep, sweep mo.
Yeah. Nine to 10, Lara May, you see her firing up her team. Sari, good reaction from Rica Blanca. Tip does not go. One more time for Freyan. Kinargahan Nandun pa rin yung blockers. Si Kabady naman ang pupuntahan. Wala pa rin. Sari. Too strong.
Haba ng palo ni Sari. And that was a difficult set din for her to get a good approach. Galing sa first zone, going to her attack zone. Tingnan natin may block touch dito. Uy! Galing din pumalo yung nag-challenge.
Cha Cunyada. Coach. Coach China pala. Also a beach volleyball champion.
MVP.
That's right. Tandem nila ni...
Reigning MVP naman. Lara ngayon.
Last season it was Gia. On her rookie year.
3 straight, no?
Yeah. Got it done. Now they've dominated that scene. They wanna do that as well.
Indoor naman.
Dito sa indoor tournament.
Ibang laro. Una yung elements. You're playing against the elements. That's number 1. Number 2, mas konti ang players doon. Mas nakokontrol mo yung situation. Shorter tournament.
So, was there a touch? No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Block touchdown. Challenge unsuccessful.
3-0 run for Mapua to tie set 4.
Pinalo mo na depensa. Anong sunod mong gagawin? Kailangan alam mo na kung saan mo tatargetin. Details, Sari. We have to be mature. Hindi lang basta ampas ng ampas. Alam mo na wala ka ng quick eh. Ganon din, Juday. Wala no more quick eh. Ano pwede mo gawin? Sinisigaw na sa'yo ng gagawin eh. Huwag tayo maging robot. You have to learn what's next. Anong mga... Ulit! Ratatat lang yan eh.
Go! Kaya natin yan! Go! Everyone!
All right, this is the exchange so far. 2-0 run. Binawi naman ng, or binawian ng 3-0 run ngayon ng Mapua Lady Cardinals. Kaya tabla tayo ngayon, Coach Hammer.
So, sinabi ni Coach Oliver na details. Details are, the devil is always in the details. Eh. Pagka mga ganyan, papaluin mo, alam mo saan ka pupunta, alam mo yung next move, at saka, key part, kino-communicate na nga ng mga kampi mo. Dito na.
And as we see that response from Sari, kaya patuloy yung reminder at ganun kadiin yung reminder ni Coach O. Kasi gusto niya maging second nature na sa mga players yung pag hinarap ko yung gantong sitwasyon, ganito ako magre-react. And that's
Progression.
Oh! Service ace from De La Cruz.
Flat serve. Hindi nga float eh. Flat. It's so hard to do. So hard to do. I could only imagine.
She had back-to-back aces in set number 3. This is an overpass. Judel is denied. Sari will try from the other side. Also closed. Power tip. Scramble on the first ball. Kabadin sends it across. Ito na. Si Sari ulit. Diretso kay Rica Blanca. Binuhay. Chance ball ulit. Estrelier. Back to Sari. Nababasa. Garcia. Makilang was right behind.
Buhay pa to.
The ball is still in play. Freyan. Nandun si Nitura. Great effort. But Nitura gets it.
Scramble. Nakita natin. Falling on the ground. Bodies on the ground for this Mapua squad. You know, getting that kill block. That's Judel Nitura.
By the way, 3-0 run for Letran. Counter run, that is. And De La Cruz on deck to serve. She has 4 aces in this match.
Full deck.
Apat na alas. Kabadin na ilusot. Pero hindi bumaba. Ito si Nitura. Garcia with the effort. Rica Blanca.
Good hit. Good hit. Lutong, narinig natin. Over our headsets, malutong yung tampo yung palo na yun. Right on the sweet spot of that volleyball. And just enough power to get that point.
She has such an intimidating approach to the ball. Yung alam mong malakas at malutong ang darating na bola pag siya yung pumapalo. Uy!
Service error here. So as the game goes on, it's about managing your energies. Bumababa yung intensity eh. Ang lakas ng arrive nila eh. Ang lakas talaga ng arrive nitong Mapua. So that's the next transition. How do you improve that?
Here's Kabadin. Popped up. Here's Sari.
That's a check.
Off the block. It's good for Vanessa Sari. And now, Letran will establish a 4-point lead. Vanessa Sari gets another point.
Nakita mo yung mali mo? Hindi mo na kailangan panoorin kasi alam mo na kung ano yung ginagawa mo. Ang sinasabi nga lang kasi, pag pumapalo, basahin mo kung ano nangyayari. Kaso nga lang, napalo na bago ka mag-react. Dapat, na-assume mo na kung ano mangyayari, tsaka mo galawan yung bola. Diba? Sige lang, tuloy nyo lang, idikit nyo lang, kunin nyo lang yung momentum, and celebrate natin sa loob ng court.
Tara,
okay, let's go.
Tara, iliti ko din na! Viva!
Parang sa mga timeout ngayong araw ni Coach Aing Esteban, pinakamarami yung instructions niya kay Freyan Garcia. And understandably, you know, he sees the potential. And tiwala naman siya na alam ni Freyan yung gagawin. She just needs to execute. But right now, she went out. It is Tambasakan who is now on the court.
First running hit of the game.
Oh, I haven't seen a lot of that. What a pop-up by Silva, and Sari takes care of it. 5-point lead for Letran. We'll be back after a few reminders.
Hi mga kapuso, my name is Julia Ong. Question. Anong NCAA school ang puro aral lang? Eddie, Araliano University! Pero syempre, joke lang yon. Nandito tayo today, hindi para mag-aral, kundi para makisaya sa kanilang NCAA Season 100 Pep Rally.
Masaya yung pep rallying naganap dito sa Arellano.
Our Wednesday offering, Battle of Intramuros, Lady Cardinals versus the Lady Knights. Now Letran is on a 6-1 run to establish the 16-11 lead. Again, we started with an extended set. A major extension in the first set. It ended at 36-34. Pagkatapos nun, Letran nag-take over na. Oh, Nicole Long.
There you go. That's the answer that they were looking for. Tsaka every time na magta-timeout, coming off a timeout, tapos pupuntahan nila si Nicole Long, nakakakuha sila ng puntos.
She has responded.
Yeah.
And it's a good sign for Mapua if they want to make a game out of this. Here's the swing. Reka Blanca. Mahaba.
Too much sauce. Tsaka yung pag napalo sa medyo ilalim na part ng bola.
Again, this is going to be the challenge now for the Mapua Lady Cardinals. How do they respond in the long game? Because it looks like pagdating na dun sa mga later sets against stronger opponents, nagiging lost na sila. At medyo matagal bago sila makabalik. 13-17. Kabadin will begin. There's a substitution. Hannah de Guzman and Manarang will both come in. Ang papalitan, si Kabadin at Gavika. Hannah de Guzman, we know her from last season and a couple of seasons ago. Also a heavy hitter.
Pero yun, less reps ang kanya nakuha.
Let's see if she can make a difference. Estrelier, quick attack. Oh, that's Isar.
Yep.
Activated. Binigyan agad ni Estrellier ito si Isar.
Okay tong si Isar eh. May mga bursts siya nung 98 na maganda yung nilalaro niya. Pero ganoon naman eh. With the rotation, with the coaching, you just have to trust the coaches and you do your part. Be a superstar in your role.
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen her perform here in the NCAA in the past. Makilang. Nakabuelo si Gia.
Another point for Gia.
This is 21 points now for Gia Makilang.
Off the bench.
Off the bench.
Off the bench.
She was the lone difference maker for Letran in that first set. Manarang. Quick for Yabut.
There you go.
Yabut. Question is, for Mapua, can they sustain this? Kasi nagpapalitan lang sila ng puntos ng Letran. Sabi ni Coach Aying sa timeout, kunin natin yung momentum. Setup for Gia. Now goes cross court. Caught the line.
Yep, but they're going to challenge this.
Tignan natin. This angle. Ball in, ball out. We'll see. 19-14. It's another pause. So, different lineup on the court para dito kay Coach Aying. Init ng laban natin.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yung init ng araw sa labas.
Sorry. Gloomy nga nung uni. Tapos lumabas na yung araw. Ito na. It looks in. Yeah. Malinaw. Inside for Gia Makilang. And now, she has started variating her attempts again. Kanina puro down the lane siya. Namuro. Si Gia Makilang, iniba niya. Nag-cross court naman. Natalie Estrellier with 4 points. Faulty first ball. Back set. Colendra. De Guzman. Denied.
So kill block again for Letran.
And the Lady Knights establish a 7-point lead.
Saan yung support system natin doon? Pumapalo yung kasama natin, hindi na tayo gumagalaw doon. Kailangan nga natin habulin. Diba? Dapat mas agresibo tayo ngayon. Diba? Maging aggressive kayo sa depensa, sa opensa, lahat ganun. Mataas na percentage pa rin. Okay?
Walang imposible guys kung gugustuhin natin. Let's go! Viva Mapua!
Ganda nun. Walang imposible kung gugustuhin natin.
Lahat naman gusto. Ang mga nananalo, yung gustong-gusto. Gagawa ng paraan para manalo. Ganun naman yan eh.
And this is how Letran built this lead. Dalawang sunod, isa lang na isasagot netong Lady Cardinals. Again, a difficult first ball. Freyan off the hands. This time she gets the check.
So rotating his players na rin itong si Coach O. Binigyan ng pagkakataon ng kanilang backup libero. And I think they're another attacker there.
Yeah. That's Enverga. Ayan o. Backup libero next in line for Letran. Oh! And this is gone. Nishen Colendra connects.
Okay to si Colendra talaga. Pagka coming off the bench, kahit na anong ibigay sa kanyang reps, hindi ka nasasaktan pagka nasa loob siya ng floor. Hindi siya nagiging target ng kalaban.
Yeah. Does her job well. Eto siya sa gitna. Panangin. Also denied. So Mapua gets it. the Lady Cardinals celebrate that point. But this could be, that's Hanan de Guzman getting the kill block. This could be their final attempt to come back. Kaya ipapasok na ni Coach Aying etong si Greg Cabadin at Jem Gavica. Now Gavica serves. Good serve. Colendra.
Nabuhay pa yung bola na yun. Kala ko service ace na.
Yeah. Look at this. Quick play by Letran. Nishen Colendra off the block.
Okay, yung Colendra percentage player din nila eh. Maaasahan mo yun. It's her first year. So eventually, as she gets a little bit more reps and develop, she will be one of the reliables dito.
Definitely.
She had one game that I covered na siya yung best player coming off the bench.
I like what you said. This is gonna be a check on na percentage player.
Percentage eh. Pag pinasok siya, bibigyan siya ng mga 4 na palo, makakakuha siya ng 2, lalabas, pagbalik, ganun ulit. So, she provides what, 7 points off the bench, na ganun-ganun na she spells sila Sari, itong mga iba pa niyang mga teammates. Hindi nasasaktan yung team. Malakas din pumalo.
Malakas din. Tells you all about the depth of this Letran team. So many weapons. Panangin, drop, sinagot. Buhay pa. Gavica setting up Rica Blanca. That went off the block as well.
That brushes the arms of the blocker.
But Letran has some cushion to work with. Still a 5-point lead. Freyan Garcia will begin. Setup. Colendra with the push. Not that time, but a chance ball is given to Letran. Colendra with some power this time. Tracked down by Cabadin. Freyan, two-handed push. Colendra overcooks it.
Golden opportunity for her. So ito, chipping away itong Mapua. Malayo pa to. Malayo pa to.
Yeah. Tatlong sunod mula sa Mapua. Finally getting consecutive points in. Good first ball. Oh, Isar. Too low. Oh, puts it down.
So, trying to mount a run here. No Mapua.
4 straight points now for the Lady Cardinals.
So, may wet spot lang dito.
Yeah. Back by Mapua, Coach O with a tactical timeout.
Maliit naman yung blocker mo eh. Now, pag wala kasi quick, dalawang quick, dalawa yan. Eh ano kung madepensahan, bumabalik sa atin, alam niyo yung gagawin ng kalaban pag chance ball eh. So take out one spike eh.
Tapang tayo, tapang. Let's go! Everyone! Pwede na, friend. Huwag ka masyadong tulong.
All right. In an effort to stop this Mapua momentum, gumamit ng timeout si Coach O kasi ito, yung puntusan natin,
Tatlong
Coach.
sunod. 4 quick points rather.
Yeah.
For the Lady Cardinals, and they are now serving.
Freyan. Colendra sends it away and puts Letran at match point. They have 4 points to work with.
Match point.
Nishen Colendra off the bench.
May iwas. So, okay. No friendly fire. No friendly fire for today.
Oh, outside. Door slightly opened for Mapua here.
Serving.
Pressure-packed serve coming up from Nicole Ong.
Ayaw mo magkaroon ng error dito. Kasi last time they lost on an error.
Yeah. Panangin. Gavika. Back to Greg. Tipped across. Panangin again. Sobra.
Touch.
That's a check ball for Panangin. But we expect a challenge from Mapua. Sabi ni Panangin, check daw. Meron. That was also the verdict of our first referee. Itong si Sir Antonio Espartero. Okay. Meron nga bang touch dun sa attempt ni Panangin. By the way, this game has gone a while now. 2.5 hours. And it's just 4 sets.
2.5 na?
2.5 na. Oo. Kasi,
laban lang.
Laban. Oo.
Haba ng first set natin eh.
Kasi first set natin, 36-34. It lasted for 48 minutes. What an offering. In the second to the last day of our elimination round. Was there a touch? Here's the approach by Panangin. The arms were extended, but there wasn't a touch. So, Mapua
saves that point.
Saves one match point. Successful challenge for Coach Chaying. There's a counter challenge. This time on the side of Letran. They'll argue that there was a net touch to negate this point.
Be ready with your closing arguments?
Yeah. You gotta pull out
Maraming
all the cards.
cross-examination dito sa isang puntos na to.
Yeah. Okay.
No further questions, Sir Honor.
Of course, Letran doesn't want to take any chances here. If they have an opportunity to end it,
hindi mo naman mababaon yung mga challenge niya next game.
Tama.
Might as well use it.
Wala namang carry over. Ayan. So, the attempt was on Panangin earlier. Tignan natin kung meron bang net touch.
Sa intense nung laro natin, para rin tayo nag 5 sets eh, no?
Oo. Pang 5 sets yung oras natin.
Yung oras natin eh. Hindi tayo reklamo dyan. Gusto natin yung mga ganyang laban.
Especially now that we are, because we won great games in the Final Four. And it's good that we're seeing this from both teams because if ever they face each other, Coach, matinding review ang magaganap in the next few days.
Saka merong they split the season series.
Oo nga.
Maganda yan. Tapos, pagka tinignan mo yung film, ano yung mga ginawa nitong magkabilang koponan?
Ito, meron bang touch? Was there a touch? On the way down. Wow, lapit! But there was none!
Wala.
Unsuccessful challenge for Letran. So, Mapua gets their 22nd point. And they're still alive. But the question is, will that extended pause affect Nicole Long, who is about to serve? Substitution muna. Vanessa Sari, papalitan si Panangin. Naghahanap ng panapos si Coach Joe.
Score is 24-22 in favor of the
Here comes the serve. Play resumes. Cole calmly places it in. Here's the setup. Sari! Binuhay ni Gavika. It's a chance ball though. Isar! Good reaction from Garcia. Kabadin! Drops it! Ball is still in play. Hold on. You got a player down here after the collision. This is Vanessa Sari.
Holding onto her shoulder.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Just shaken though.
Because two players approached the ball to get that dig. Yeah, Sari is a little bit shaken up. Kapagpag niya. Ito yung play na yan. In an effort to keep it alive. Yeah, Colendra and Sari.
Balikat.
Oh!
Balikat.
And head to head. Oh.
That's head to head.
Yeah, pero mas iniinda ni Sari yung
shoulder niya.
Shoulder.
Tamaan sila. Si Colendra. Malapad din yung balikat eh.
Yeah. Okay. Tuloy tayo. Ong. Estrelier. Quick attack! For Isar! And Letran wins it versus Mapua in 4. Maraming salamat sa inyong panonood on Heart of Asia. We'll continue our coverage in our live stream.
Hello mga ka-NCAA, this is Glycel Galpo at ngayong araw ay nandito tayo sa Colegio de San Juan de Letran sa Intramuros, Manila para saksihan ang kanilang pep rally para sa nalalapit na NCAA Season 100. Kaya naman tara at samahan nyo akong makigulo sa mga Letranista.
Sobrang saya kasi imagine this is centennial season and lahat ng Letranista for sure nandiyan yung support and sobrang saya lang talaga.
Tapos parang kinakabahan kasi parang sigurong pinaghahandaan po namin yung season 100 po kasi parang marami pong expectation ng mga tao lalo na yung sa previous na season namin na finals game po kami. So,
back to our coverage via live stream. Best player of the game, sino pa ba? The main difference maker for the Letran Lady Knights, Gia Makilang with 22 off the bench.
Off the bench, 19 attacks, 2 blocks, 1 ace, and just giving a boost to that Letran campaign as they close out season 100, the regular season in the eliminations with a win.
15-3. Itong Letran Lady Knights. Mapua will finish at 11-7. Later, we still have a second game, 2:30 p.m. San Beda versus Perpetual. That's gonna be live on GTV. Coach, salamat.
Salamat din, Martin. Great game. Ganda ng laban natin.
Yeah. Fantastic match here in our first offering. On behalf of the entire team, my partner, Coach Hammer Martin Antonio. Our courtside reporter, nandyan si Kayla Afable for Roy Tulio, Pacasenya, R. Romano. At the helm is Derek Abed Ramos. This is Martin Javier saying thank you for joining us here in our first game. We'll see you later on GTV for another matchup here in NCAA Season 100 Women's Volleyball.